everybody. It is 6 o'clock, it is Friday night, and that means it is time for Dragons and Things! There you go, there's some woos. Yes. You're hearing a very rare Adam Rady woo coming from off screen right there. That is... We haven't seen an Adam Rady in many moons, but here he is back to he has different hair now. You can't see it. Don't get on camera. You're not allowed to be. No. He's with us tonight. Also, a Jamie. We have a Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
This is the last time we're probably going to see Jamie for a long time, so we had to get her on the show.
Yeah, we did.
She's
spoil the end.
She's not gonna die.
Well, she's been posted about the show that she's doing. I saw your tweet about that.
Thanks,
Pretty
Jim.
cool.
Jim Jam pays attention.
I pay attention. I know what people are up to.
Jim Jam.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun night tonight. We have some Pathfinder. Already, Ashley's trying to say things.
I know I stopped.
What you got?
No, I just can't. Now I can see you. Can you play the game like that the whole time?
No, I can't. It's really weird. Also, why are you hiding behind Adam Khan?
I'm cold.
Okay.
And he's blocking the air.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That all makes sense now.
I'm very warm-blooded. Werewolves tend to be very warm-blooded.
They do, right?
Right
Yes.
now because he's here, but in a second I'm gonna.
We read comments!
We're not there yet.
I'm sorry.
Jump in the gun cradle.
We'll get to the Pathfinder in just a second. I do want to remind all of you lovely people out there that we are giving away a prize tonight. We are going to tell you all about that prize later on. But before we do, I want you to host. I want you to host us. I want you to on your Twitch, I want you to click the buttons that host us on your Twitch channel. Everybody has their own personal Twitch channel. You don't even know you have a Twitch channel, but you do. You have an account. I need you to host us on that. And that's going to be your entry to win the prize. If you've been following us at Dat Dragon Show on Instagram and Twitter, you already know what that prize is. If you haven't been, come on. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you. Social works so hard to put out all those lovely posts, and you're not following him.
Probably like a whole day of work or something.
A whole day
like
of work. At Dat Dragon Show on Instagram and Twitter. And then you won't have to wait for me to tell you what the prizes are. You'll already know it every single week. In the meantime, we have already given away this month's Norse Foundry Power-Up. But that doesn't mean that the excitement has to be over.
What?
Because there will be more Norse Foundry Power-Ups to come. We'll be giving away more Norse Foundry prizes in the future. But if you want some dice today, well, not really, you have to wait until they ship it to you. But if you want to get dice, order dice today, and not wait for us, then you should go over to NorseFoundry.com. Why? Because we have DAT code, which is literally what you type in at checkout to get 15% off
50?
your order.
15.
15.
50%
15. 1-5.
You would
15.
think he would remember from week to week.
I think he just thinks that if he tricks me into saying that it's 50, then it'll become like if he can trick me into saying things in the game, they become real.
Yes.
But it doesn't work like that in Pathfinder or on other people's businesses.
That's yet to be seen, so...
We'll see. Yeah. The point is, NorseFoundry.com. DAT code at checkout. 15% off your order of their amazing dice. And I think that with that said, we'll do more announcements later. But we got that out of the way. We're going to do a little recap. Probably read some comments. Maybe. I don't know. If we feel like it.
What
Then we'll
if
get
there's,
into
no, what if
tonight's
there's no
adventure.
comments?
That's sad.
That would be
Why
very
are we
sad.
doing that?
When last we met, the Krag Krew was leaving Palarna's icy fortress behind and struggling to decide how best to move forward. Should they follow up on the vision Palarna had left them in the scrying pool and return to the Glenwall Institute, make their way further east towards Quelmore Lake, or return to Trapsborough to live out their days in peace, hoping to coast on the celebrity of their previous exploits to get them through the coming months? They decided to move west, and along the way they would stop at Dorman's Ford to resupply. There was the banishment to contend with, but they hoped that by sending Kimbleton in alone, they would be able to avoid any serious complications and get what they needed to survive the rest of the trek back to Trapsborough. Unfortunately, they didn't account for the regenerative abilities of a group of recently defeated trolls. They discovered that the bodies of their old foes were missing when they left Frostmire, and as they moved westward, they had no idea that they were being tracked. As they camped on the side of the road, the trolls attacked, only they weren't alone. A frost giant accompanied them, hurling boulders across the night sky while the trolls ambushed the sleeping crew. Luckily, Quigley's bear traps provided some relief from the assault, and the fight was on. Alex found herself in very bad trouble with the frost giant, whose great axe was even larger than she was. Just trying desperately to get away while her friends dealt with the trolls, Alex found little respite as the giant charged after her again and again. Meanwhile, Kimbleton easily faced down 2 trolls, while Krag and Quigley fought it out against the others. Lyra took to the skies, raining fire and healing down from above, while wild magic caused her to blink from location to location in seemingly random patterns.
Poop-a-poop-pop.
Even with surprise on their side, the trolls and giant could not overcome the crew. They defeated their larger-than-life-size foes, and in the morning continued their journey to Dorman's Ford. When they arrived, Kimbleton went ahead with explicit instructions to get Lyra sexy light armor, and he returned with good news, but not sexy light armor. The crew would be allowed back into the town. Not certain what had prompted the lifting of the ban, the crew went into the town and found that Sire Defount had died. Quigley was naturally quite sad to hear that his childhood father figure was no more. The crew spent some time shopping. Though in a backwater like Dorman's Ford, they found only basic supplies and a limited selection of magical items. As they were making ready to speak with Bartleby, the local wizard, they saw an angry mob waiting for them outside. Perhaps all was not forgiven, as they had previously assumed. That is where we join you now, standing before an angry crowd shouting that you should all be kicked out of town, and you even hear the occasional mention of a hanging. Suddenly, a horn sounds nearby, and the crowd falls silent. They clear the street as they spot an elegantly beautiful woman astride a horse making her way toward you. Defount House Guard providing escort. Quigley, you recognize Abigail immediately.
Oh.
Citizens, disperse or face arrest. These travelers are my guests, and they will come to no harm, Abigail shouts. The crowd begins to break up as Abigail turns her attention to you all. You will join me in the manor, she says. The Defount House Guard take up a position to escort you, though whether their intention is to protect you or force your compliance is unclear. What do you do?
3 comments. Penguin Witch Doctor says, "Hola, mi compadres."
What up, Tobias? Tobias says,
I
what
was
up,
ready
party
to
people?
talk.
I'm so excited by Wobbly Pop's comment. Hello, missed the last couple of weeks due to attending lacrosse and hockey playoff
Yes.
games. But here
Unacceptable.
today and have tequila and Monster in my hand. It's that time to get this adventure
good?
started. Wobbly Pop, what team and are you now rooting for the Colorado Avalanche? Because we're even better
Yes.
friends if it's a yes.
Yes.
And I will
Alice.
need score updates throughout, so please just
Oh yeah, I
send
can't
them.
give you score updates tonight.
No, it's very
The Wild Ferret says the interstellar actor Jim Jam. Congratulations on that great
Woohoo!
shoot. Looked fantastic, sir.
Yeah.
Yay.
Aunt Coco says, "Yay! It's finally time. Excited to see Clarette back on the couch."
Yes!
Yay!
Duchess of Dino says, I've got no pants on, also no shirt on. I think I'm ready.
Oh no.
Brian Summer says, once again, Dragons and Things is keeping me off the streets and out of trouble for another Friday night. Of course, tomorrow is Saturday, and I can't make any promises.
Sorry, we have
Real
more.
Photos 98 says, tomorrow's the last Saturday of April. Winky smiley face.
Can you believe it?
That is correct.
That's
Tomorrow
insane.
I will be doing a Q&A for patrons.
that's the
Tobias
real-
said, oh no, the wizard is back.
And Brian Summer
Did not
says,
give you a
is
woohoo.
Adam sitting in my chair?
I Spartan Undead says, "Don't read this comment
Oh, why did you?
And yes, here we are.
because that can."
Sarah Girl 9959 says, "Am I the only one, or was Quigley so cute in the WIC days, and now he looks all grown up? Back in the old days, you just wanted to cuddle him and then have him do your dishes."
He still does the dishes.
Aww,
He's
that's
just not
great.
cute anymore.
I actually was kind of hoping because it was
Ouch.
wasn't he so cute back in the weekdays, and now
I
I really just
I
wanted to
know,
be
I can
he's
read
not, and now he's not.
Clara Quito says, Colorado, my respect for Quigley has slightly diminished.
Oh.
Clara Quito,
no.
I'm a born and raised Coloradoan. You can't hold it against me.
Go Broncos.
Real Photos 98. Any guesses for how many minutes into
And
the show
Cowboys.
before Jamie activates her death glare at Quigley or Ben?
It's already happened.
Yeah, I think
so-
it happened
But-
already.
Technically, has it happened on screen yet? I don't think it has.
See TJ 2001. I love everybody's shirts.
Oh yeah, I have a shirt.
It's great.
That's the Blue Red
And
shirt.
Crossbearer 18 says something. We can skip over it.
He says Sir Jonathan comes back tonight. I can feel it. Hashtag the hero we all deserve.
Oh, man.
And Brian Summers says throw those
Throw
shoes
those
at Adam.
shoes.
I didn't want
You made the
kinda
troll
sounded
mad.
like
to. I made the troll man.
To be fair, we do have Lord Marcus. He's chained up in a cage in the corner
With a
so,
smile on his
wait.
face.
He
Crossbearer
can't
18.
say Colorado.
I know.
correctly.
I say Colorado. And
Colorado.
No, it's
Some people say Colorado.
so here's the deal. Everybody said in Colorado says Colorado.
I say Colorado.
Colorado.
But when
Can
I'm
I say
from
it?
Colorado Springs,
Can I
I
say
say
it?
go ahead.
He says Colorado Springs, Colorado.
No, I say Colorado Springs,
He doesn't say
Colorado.
Colorado.
No.
I think it's Colorado.
Let's
All right,
play a game.
we also
Colorado.
we got
I
cheers. We got cheers
follow-
from Kitsu
Let's
73.
play a game.
Mama Jim Jam, Luna Steel Song, Axiom, Snake Eyes 0820. We also got subs from Silent H, Mandalil, Wobbly Pop, Furash gifted a Duchess of Dinos, and Furash
Something.
himself.
Self.
There we go.
And,
He gifted himself.
and
And,
Jim,
And the
Bit Boss
little-
Battle Box is Snake Eyes 0820, and guess we gave the reroll
Yeah,
to?
yeah.
Tickler
Red.
Red.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
Dual
What
Stone
did
Rage
you
also
call it?
resubbed as well too. Dual.
Huh? Duels.
Punch and doors.
It's hard to remember what all those B's are.
All right. I follow.
B, B,
Very.
B, B.
I'm first in line.
Okay.
You're
well,
first in line.
I look at Krag and I'm like, oh, what's
Mhm.
that?
Is this Quigley's girlfriend that you were all telling me about?
He doesn't have a girlfriend.
No, remember that?
Why are you guys? Yeah. Why? Are you,
Is this the girlfriend that Quigley was telling me about?
I think this is this the one? Do you remember?
you
her?
don't remember?
I
I
do
never
sorta.
met her.
We fought a lot of things in her behalf. I remember this.
Technically, everything I fought is in her behalf, so.
Okay, yes, that's her.
It's all been for her.
She's left. I'm right behind her
Sure,
like
yeah,
a little
you guys
puppy.
are- So
I'm
They're all
talking to-
back there trying to
I'm
figure out if
talking to
this is the
Krag.
woman.
So she's really pretty. We never met her before, though, did we?
I start
We've
following
only
behind
heard about
Quigley.
it.
Let them start talking.
I assume there's
Quickly did
walking and talking occurring.
Yeah.
Yes,
where-
we're walking and talking.
Where are we going?
Shh. Shh. I'm walking.
Oh, gosh.
And talking.
Okay.
Okay.
As you were escorted
Look.
into the manor, you were received in quite a different fashion than you might have expected. Servants rush to take your cloaks and gear for safekeeping, and while they are polite and eager to appear helpful, you get the impression that their services are non-negotiable.
Wait, they're taking my gear, Jim?
Notably,
What gear?
they take your weapons and place them carefully on racks,
Not taking my
and
gear.
offer to take your packs up to rooms that have been, they assure you have been set aside for you.
Holding on to my
For you.
gear, Jim. What happens? Jim,
Uh,
I'm holding on to it. They try to take. I
Calm your body.
sleep with this hammer. Jim, I sleep holding my hammer.
I look
you
at
don't.
him.
First of
I
all,
look at him.
First of all,
I
you
do.
don't.
Oh, I do.
I look at him.
I know how I sleep.
I look at him and I say, "So, Krag,
Lyra does too.
don't worry. I believe that there is no harm that."
Do you remember last time we were in this town?
Yes,
When
Hello,
you
thank
guys,
you so much,
when there's
everybody.
clearly like a struggle occurring, Abigail actually turns and
Here
says,
we go.
"You can trust my hospitality, far more than we could trust your goodwill the first time you came calling anyway. We have no interest in taking anything from you, or harming you. In fact, we very much may have need of your help."
yes, we'll do it.
Do we get paid for this?
No,
I have something I'm saving up for.
payment is not necessary.
We can discuss all of these things. If
Oh,
you just
I-
follow me.
I'm Lyra.
I am afraid, though, that the captain of the guard has insisted that you not be armed
And
for our
he's
meeting.
hanging onto it, and I'm like,
He's speaking celestial. Right now he's speaking celestial. Celestial.
I let my hammer go at an
Intellectual.
elbow and went right between his jaw
Quigley
and
is
his
dead
neck.
now.
Yeah, right.
That's
an
a
elbow.
very big.
So while they're arguing,
Yes,
I introduced myself to Abigail. I've heard such great things.
I'm certain that
Yeah.
you have. What has Henry told you about me?
Henry?
Henry?
She doesn't remember.
Remember? That's right. She died.
Henry?
You died. I'm
I'm ready. I'm
Interesting.
Imp in my
in
head
how
said,
that story-
"That is Krag's emotional support hammer. How dare you?"
Do you have the papers necessary to prove that? Does it have a harness? Has it been properly trained?
It's written. It's carved in the head of the hammer. Emotional
He, like,
support
shows-
weapon.
So that
Do
when
not-
he
do
smashes
not
it
touch.
into somebody's skull, it says emotional support on their head.
That's hysterical.
Lucas Martinez says, did Quigley ever give Abigail flowers? It might have worked.
All
Too
right.
poor, can never afford flowers.
Wait.
Once
didn't
you have been
bring it over?
relieved of your burdens, you are led to a tea room where Abigail serves fragrant tea from a rich imported tea set. Nearby, a pale, handsome man watches over the meeting with a critical eye. He is unarmed, but you feel like the way he carries himself indicates that he is as much of a threat as any sword belt would. After a moment, Abigail speaks. I am glad to see you again, Henry, and your companions. I see the wizard is not with you. I hope nothing terrible has happened.
They all think he's gone, and I think he might still be around somewhere, but he's very invisible at this moment.
She actually looks back to the man who's just sort of standing in the corner, and he gives her a little... And she turns back. Well, that's an interesting theory. So, how have the rest of you been? I must apologize for the reception that the people here gave you. I assure you that you won't come to any harm here, or face any serious trouble like that again.
No, I've been good, you know, like, good, you know, yeah.
He's been good.
Yeah,
That's
it's been good. Things have been...
Henry.
Really good.
You're
Really great.
much shinier than I remember you being.
Oh, the hair.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, of course. You know, when you go to a crusade, it's one of the things that they do, and I kind of like. What do you think?
He got lice.
I agree.
That you agree that he had lice?
They'd have to shave my beard as well.
Only top
They
of
weren't
head
good
lice.
doctors.
I was only able to save the beard.
It doesn't
And
make
that's it.
sense. They'd have to have. Don't listen to them. But it's good. Good. Yeah, everything's good.
Well, you always wanted to be a hero, and I imagine that you're well on your way.
Right. And how was the wedding?
It was fine. It was lovely. Unfortunately, it was overshadowed by the passing of my father. He actually passed 3 weeks after you left Dormansford. As I've inherited the estate and I govern the town now with my husband. He's actually not here. He's away on a trade mission to the capital of Soaring, hoping to establish more favorable presence of authority in the area. We have a very hard life here, removed from the greater cities, with little protection from the more wild dangers of this place. Which is actually something that I may need to speak to you about. I brought you here because there's something unfortunate happening in the town. I would ask for your help, but this is not a demand. My hospitality is not contingent upon your help, and if you choose to spend the night and leave in the morning, you are free to do so. If you choose to stay, there's payment. You do not have to worry. You will be able to stay here and rest safely. And we will do everything in our power to provide what we can to assist you, if you choose to help us.
That's very generous of you. You've always had a generous soul.
So is that an acceptance of...
Oh, yes, of
So we're
course.
just gonna do whatever it is.
Yes.
So whatever it is.
Quigley
It
is.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is.
We're going to do it.
Are we? Hey, so payment. You said something about payment. I'm saving up
Why
for
don't
a really
you-
sexy light armor. And I was
That's interesting.
yeah, I know. I'm really excited about it. But I haven't found exactly what I want yet. Still looking, but I know I have to save up for it. So how much are we talking?
You guys-
Well,
I sigh.
the coffers are perhaps not as full as adventurers of your caliber are hoping for, but we could part with... You did it? He did it. Are we live?
We're back.
All right, we did it, yeah! All right, so I'll recap an intro, and then we'll say, no, okay.
How dare you? We're in
How dare
this.
you? You need to read comments, we gotta do... We're in this. All right, you, I don't remember what they heard last.
What we heard last is these jokers
Hey,
just
but
agreeing
these
to
two-
whatever
I
for
didn't
whatever
agree.
amount of money.
I just need
They
money.
didn't even poop on our floor. I mean,
But what's the job? You can't just go around saying yes to everything.
Yes, we'll do
No.
it.
Well, can you just give us a little more information? I mean,
yes.
I really like.
Why don't I? I think that might help clear the air.
Yes, of course, of
Ask
course.
it.
The real reason that the people were so upset to see you return is that they are afraid. Last time you were here, you destroyed a terrible evil, and we were much relieved. But soon after, my father took violently ill and died. Ever since, people have been seeing things. There have been attacks, deaths. Rumors spread that it is the Storm Hag's curse, brought on by your actions against her. They forgot the fear they held of her when she was alive and began to say that if you had never come, she would have let us live in peace. Now she punishes us from beyond the grave. Captain of the Guard does not believe that this is the case, and that it is something else. Perhaps something left allowed to thrive when the local druid left the area. No matter what it is, or whether it is simply the hysteria of a small town facing unknown threats, I would ask that you help us get to the bottom of it, and if you find something, to take care of it. I believe that you all have knowledge and skills and experience that, even if all you find is that there's nothing, if you were to tell the people that, they might be more inclined to trust you. If you could allay their fears.
This is something we will handle. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5,000.
No, 4, don't worry.
Five. I'll take his side. I'll take his portion. So we'll work it out.
Offered 5.
Yeah, but
No,
this
it's
is
fine.
this is my hometown, and I love my hometown.
And you love your
Oh,
crew
you love-
too. You love your family. See, look.
You love
Oh.
you love your hometown.
I love my
Got
hometown.
it. Okay.
Fine, forcefully.
Yeah,
I get it.
he's
For the power of love.
doing it.
Yes, Lady
Power of
Abigail
love.
will be more than happy to help. Sorry, they're
Jack
a little
that price
wound
up.
right now. I do apologize for that.
It's really one that I'm you know? It's not great.
So, should we begin by asking the townspeople what they've
I
experienced?
would suggest that you speak with Bartleby first. He will be a
yes,
great
Bartleby.
resource. He was the first to notice the pattern of afflictions and has been trying to collect useful information.
So bizarre, because I thought we just spoke with him and I bought 1,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds from him.
Wonderful.
He didn't mention anything crazy.
He probably didn't want to trouble you.
He is kind of a strange old man.
You also may find some benefit simply asking around the townsfolk, finding out what you can from them. But if you do that, I would take care of what information you trust. The people here are afraid, and I believe that some wild stories have surfaced as a result. It was one of the reasons that tracking down the nature of a threat, if there even is one, has been difficult. People are now seeing things, jumping at shadows, spreading rumors. It's difficult to know what's really going on.
Of course, this is something that that happens when you're not immune to fear, like I am.
Is this what love does? We're not there.
Great.
Well, it was really nice to meet you, Abigail.
Yes. Well, it is good to know that you will be here with us. You are welcome to stay here in the manor for as long as rooms for each of you have been set aside.
Food as well.
Food.
This is great.
Yes.
Has anyone gone missing?
No one has gone missing that we know of.
Have people
No.
seen werewolves? Are there
Um,
wolves?
Again,
Bartleby.
ask
okay,
around
look,
and,
I have
you will
the-
get
the
far
mirror.
more specific information.
And beads.
In the meantime, I'll have Mr. Hasp escort you to your rooms. You
What
can
about
gather
our-
your things, take a moment to gather yourselves, and then begin your investigations.
I would also like to inform you that the coven of hags, there were 3, and it has been reduced to 1. We've taken care of one body that she inhabited, but it seems that she was able to take her soul into another. But that is far removed from this area. The hags should be no more problem.
Well, perhaps it does lead some credence to the theory that we are suffering from the hag's legacy if they have such powers to cheat death as you're claiming.
I thought we weren't going to talk about killing the hag.
I totally forgot with the week in between.
Cool.
Yeah, Jim, last week he was like,
Don't tell.
oh, yeah, he said, we're not going to talk about that.
No, you gotta do the voice. Do the voice.
Well, seeing Abigail got him all flustered.
You had to do
Real,
it.
Real Potus
So-
donated
so
$5
flustered.
to give a +1 to Lady Lyra.
Thank you.
Lady gets a
Thank you
plus
so much.
one.
Sarah Girl 9959, immune to fear. This from the guy who sleeps in his armor.
Yeah, and I'm about to sleep in my armor again. That stupid,
You're stupid.
giant attack in the middle of the night.
He's-
You had
he's
your
not
chain
sexy.
nightshirt on. You were fine.
Yeah.
Nobody died.
Besides the joke.
Besides my shield. All right, to Bartleby. No,
Bartleby.
to get our stuff and then to Bartleby.
Well, we have our
Okay.
stuff. We gathered our things.
Well, I mean, I had
Oh,
You have
okay,
things
okay,
to
okay.
things.
Go ahead.
Let me do a thing.
Paint us a picture, Jim.
Yes.
Go, Jim Fan.
the tall pale man escorts you out of the room, away from Abigail, into the main foyer, and towards the stairs. And you see that waiting at the bottom of the stairs is a familiar face. Clarette.
Hello, Lady Clara. I missed you so much.
He also missed you. I'm glad we have this. It's a good thing.
Isn't it fun?
No,
It lets us know when we're too much.
We're peeking.
What
Yeah.
happened?
I want to
Do you
walk
feel
up.
left?
How'd you get out of the...
I'm sorry, have we met?
Lady. I walk up
You're-
to her.
Yes,
You
I'm
are
sorry. Have
right?
you met these people before?
Yeah, Clarette.
You're Lady Claret.
Hasp, who are these the ones?
Yes, you will be accompanying them for a few days. They've agreed to stay on, so I would like you to show them about town.
All right.
You're the one that can sing and then fire, and they were like, ah!
I don't know how you know any of this, but I have never met you in my life.
That's not true. We were in the Lormeyer clay pits.
This
and we
is
were
all
fighting.
really good.
What's good? No,
This is really good.
we were in the Lormeyer clay pits, and we were fighting a agent of woe, or these clay monsters, and you sang, and our weapons lit on fire. We destroyed the foes. Then you helped save my life.
Jim.
I was at the will of a chained man with fire in his eyes, and I was incapable of doing anything.
Does Clarette look different to
She
me?
looks like Clarette. I mean, her gear is a little different. She's wearing colors matching the house guard.
Does she still have a red scarf around her neck?
No. You
Does-
don't see the red scarf. You do actually see it like she's got a black scale collar around her neck, though.
She has it on.
Imp in my head says, "Don't worry, Clarette. We understand why you'd want to pretend you didn't know these people."
I also
John Christian
pretend to know.
donated $5 for a +1 to my next D20.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you. And I got another
Wow.
BB reroll from
There's
Aunt
a
Coco.
lot of love.
That's awesome.
All she has to
too
say
many
is, "I don't know you." Ah! Reroll!
But it does say for Clarette.
Ooh,
Hey, let's-
sorry. You
just
just have
play
to.
Yeah, I don't know that name, so
What do you
What?
mean you don't know that name?
you keep saying Clarette.
Yes.
If you're referring to me, that's not my name.
What's your name?
Trelia.
That's
Trella.
new.
What?
Trell what?
Trelia.
Trell, yeah.
How long have you been alive, Trelia?
I like your ears.
Thank you, I was born with them.
That's interesting.
My name has been Trelia since the day I was born, as long as I can remember.
Flower today.
Don't know who you have me confused with, but I'm not this person.
What have you done with my wife, Jim Jim?
Okay. So, what is she doing? Is she helping us? What is happening?
Trelia.
She's
Trillia.
been assigned to escort you about town, help you get along
Okay.
with
How
the
long
citizens here.
How long has she been here?
She's been under the employ of House Moreland for several months now.
Maybe.
What, 5 months? Yes.
Maybe she has a twin.
That sounds about right to me.
Yeah, do you have a twin sister named Claret?
In a different universe.
Not that I know of.
You know, this is very interesting and all, but I'm gonna leave you to it.
Is this the guy, Jim? Can I like make a move at this guy?
Yeah,
I
sure.
make a move at this guy.
Yeah.
Just to kind of see what he does. What does he do?
Like, he steps back just ever so slightly, but he doesn't flinch. But he's definitely watching you, and he seems kind of like raises an eyebrow at you. I'm gonna leave you to it. Do try to keep them out of trouble.
I'll do my best, sir.
He turns and goes back into the tea room with Abigail.
I love tea.
And Coco says, guys, tell her that's not what her shirt says. LOL.
And John
Every
Christian
shirt.
donated $5. Fine then, +1 to Trelia.
Jim,
It's a really
She's got
weird
it-
way to spell Trelia.
She's got one of those stickers that says, hello, my name is Claret.
Can I,
It's Trelia.
Jim, can I do a sense motive on her?
Absolutely, you can.
I'm too
I was
flabbergasted
really
to do it.
excited.
16.
16? Okay. She seems very honestly confused. She does not you get no hint of recognition. She seems very taken aback by this like onslaught of information. She seems really surprised by this. But you also remember, Claret was trained, skilled in the arts of deception.
And
She's playing the long game.
and I see, and we all see that she's wearing that choker.
Oh,
and I know
you
that it-
recognize that
but we
He's
don't-
the
immediately.
only one.
Yeah,
I can't
you
remember.
actually
He's
were
the
the
only
one who
one
saw her
who
put it on.
knows.
Yeah. I,
Knows
do,
what?
I haven't said anything to
Knows
anyone
what?
about it.
Knows what?
Because it was just you guys down there.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
What?
Because everyone else died.
Nobody.
I was running. I was
He was
running down the
running.
hallway. Celestia. Was it
Savine.
Celestia or
It was
Savine?
Savine.
Savine.
Or Savine.
Or Savine was
But that's when
dissolved
Jordan...
by a blob.
That's when Jordan was in.
Forte.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, that was.
That was a good.
Hey,
Thank
Sarah
you,
BC,
Sarah.
donating 25 plus
Man.
1 to the couch.
That was a fun episode.
Yeah.
So we don't know where the heck she's been, or no, Kimbleton.
You
probably
know
would've told
that
us.
the last you saw Claret, she was in the vault of the Darrow stronghold with the mirror that can
told
open
us
up
this.
portals to
So
different
we
places.
were all
We
there.
were all there.
And she
Yeah.
So we have-
she specifically
so
like
we've seen it.
left you. She was like, "You guys go. I'm staying here."
Yeah.
And that was
She,
the last
she
you saw
jumped
her.
back through.
Yeah.
And was
Yeah, she
gone.
pushed, as I recall, it was like we all went through and then she jumped back in.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. She jumped
Yeah.
back in.
Awesome.
I remember that.
Good times.
Yeah.
I actually
R.I.P.
remember
Savine.
Mandela
says
says,
R.I.P. Savine.
uh,
Poor one for
R.I.P.
no.
Savine.
what was your name again?
Trelia.
Trelia. I should write it
Kind
down.
of
Here.
reminds
I'll
me of
forget
Stevia
it.
for some
Trelia.
reason. Trulia.
Oh,
That
like
house
the-
renting.
So, yes, Lady Trelia.
That's weird.
Tomato bees? Then?
Should we put our stuff
Sure.
down?
You seen these monsters
Me.
Yeah.
What monsters?
that have been troubling the town
You
here?
know.
Oh, that's.
What do you know about this?
That's just nonsense, if you ask me. I think it's just people seeing shadows in the darkness. But
They probably see like a snake monster, like a big, like almost like a.
You're getting a lot of love right now.
yay! I
You
got
are.
another reroll from Sarah BC
She's gonna kill it. Literally.
Unless she turns on us and then we're all...
No, we're
And then she's
screwed.
just got so many rerolls and bonuses.
People aren't talking about like a giant were snake terrorizing the. No.
Where?
No.
The entire
I don't
time,
know about
the
the
entire
red
time that Quigley is talking to Lady Claret / Trelia, is looking very intensely into her eyes. Like, are those the same eyes that I saw before?
But you're looking in my eyes, which is weird.
Yeah. Maybe we should head out.
Yes.
Two Bolsheviks.
Go get our stuff
So you gather
first.
up your things. You can leave anything that you don't need in the rooms. It's safe there. The rooms themselves are actually very, very, very nice. Like far nicer than anything you've slept in
This is really nice.
probably years now.
I take a little bit of extra time to make sure all my things are
Everything
in order.
is accounted for. Some of your things have been like clean, like your hammer's been cleaned up, like the blood's been scrubbed off of
Why
it.
would they clean my hammer?
They don't understand.
That was my favorite
They don't
blood
understand.
spot.
That's my favorite blood spot. They just don't
How
understand.
dare you?
They've sanded out the part that said emotional support, and they were like, "Oh, that's Nick's in there."
Penguin Witch Doctor says it's all Rady's fault. Here. It's not even. What?
We're having fun.
We're having fun over here.
He's waiting.
So, you gather up your things. You find everything is accounted for. Things have been maybe like polished up a little. They've even taken some time to like
Engrave a
mend some
holy
like the
symbol.
frayed part of your backpack. They mend it up. Like they make it all like it's all very nice.
You clean the dried blood off my hammer.
One of the servants are all walking away very fast. Like, oh no, oh no.
Aww.
And then you leave. And I mean, you having been
You'll
in
find out.
the town of Dormansford for several months now, you know exactly where Bartleby is. And when you find him at this point, you find him in the schoolhouse with a group of students. Apparently, there's now a class in session, and he's in the midst of a lecture. He says, "You see, magic does not follow the rules, the laws of nature. It does not break them. Contrary to popular belief, conjuration has never once created an object or animal. It has instead taken those objects and animals from existing materials and brought them to the caster. It is, in effect, almost all teleportation, because as we know, nothing can be created from nothing. Evokers do not create flames, they manipulate energy present in the environment. Illusionists sculpt light that exists already, they do not create images. Visitors! Perhaps this is the perfect opportunity to demonstrate what I am talking about. Would one of you come forward?
And as I step forward, I'd like to mention that Cleric Ito has donated $150. Said, please give everyone a super buff, including Quigley, even though he likes the avalanche.
Thank you so
Even though
much.
you like the avalanche.
Turkey to
He
a-
could have turned the show off.
Thank you for
That
doing
is
that.
wild.
That is so nice.
No.
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 No,
it's-
they would never
150.
also.
No, it's.
No,
No.
Nah,
No.
nah.
it's not on there.
25, 25, 25.
Thank you.
25.
Oh, is that
Lady
everybody?
Cleric gets 2. That's what it says.
That's when you know Rady's here.
I think Jim gets the super buff.
I get a
Oh,
super
yeah, I
buff
guess
too.
Jim gets a super buff too. Yeah, with that.
Well, it
Yeah.
says to
Heck
everyone.
yeah, I do.
Oh.
Yes.
Everyone, including
Yeah.
Quigley.
There's so much going on. All right, so I'll step forward. Yes.
So he looks, excellent. He pulls out a wand as you're stepping forward and says, don't worry, this isn't my wand of disintegration. I'm fairly certain. And you see him, he gives like a sly wink to the class and they all laugh. Says, observe!
I nervously laugh
I'd take a few steps.
because
back.
I've known Bob. I was around Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Like I snooped around his place when I was younger, so he might disintegrate me.
He could. He's capable of it. Bartleby flicks the wand, and you feel a rush of water pour over you, and you are drenched in a sudden deluge. The entire class begins roaring with laughter. Bartleby calms them down with a gesture. He says, oh, no, don't be fooled by the spell's name. I have not created water on our friend here. I have taken water from somewhere else and placed it here, all over our good friend. That will conclude our lesson today. We're all dismissed. And the class gets up and leaves, leaving you alone with the old professor, who begins casting another spell, and you begin to dry.
Oh, I
very
was gonna
slowly as
say,
he's
can you
looking.
conjure a
Oh,
towel
yes,
or something?
No.
Where was the water from?
Many scholars debate it. I believe that we are actually opening a small rift in the material plane directly to the elemental plane of water.
She could do that with her hands.
Yes.
Ah, and
And you get
I'm
wet.
wet now, and I'm like, ah!
It's
no,
a very
but I
simple
did it to
spell.
Bartleby. I was showing Bartleby. Water.
Yes, it's very wonderful.
Stop pelting me with
I
water!
wasn't doing it to you. I'm
Tell me,
doing
are
it to
you a
Bartleby.
sorceress or a wizard?
No. But I do have knowledge arcana.
That's wonderful. So you are a divine caster then, yes?
Oracle.
Oh, excellent, yes. From where do you derive your power?
And then I try to think and I can't. I don't. Well, there's
Saragorn9959 says, and some poor schmuck in the desert sees his oasis suddenly disappear before he can drink it.
Either Ito took over BBBB, and gave a reroll to Kimbleton.
Kimbleton!
But I didn't derive
Thank you,
from the god that I
Clarity
serve. Is that what you're asking?
Oh, yes, of course. You see, the reason I bring that up is there's much debate. You see, some people believe, even despite all of the evidence, the direct intervention, that the gods themselves are not real, and that
That's
you
not
are
true.
actually using the exact same weaves of magic that a sorcerer would use.
Well, no, actually, I talked to the god. His name's Ferinin. I just recently became friends with the fire
Oh,
god.
I am not
But
She
here.
the
can
real
create water
Water!
with the help of a fire
Stop it!
god.
Yeah, he's
Well, you see,
really
that is
cool.
one of the things that some people would say is evidence that she's actually simply manipulating the same magic that I do when I
no.
cast the same spell.
Yeah, but what?
What about me?
Yeah,
I
why?
died and I talked to a celestial being.
Well, I'm certain that when you died, I'm just saying that some scholars would say that people see all kinds of things when
You
they
didn't
die.
really
We
die.
don't know what happens to the human
No,
brain.
but I wasn't dead when I talked to mine.
So listen,
No, she died. He didn't really die.
I did die.
He almost died.
I died, and then I... Why am I telling you all this?
I didn't mean to offend anyone.
Well, I'm a little offended because
I
he's
understand.
very powerful
My
god,
apologies.
and
I
that
myself am a
Rails.
devout follower of
Rails.
several gods. I myself am a spiritual and religious man. I only mentioned it as a point of academic interest.
And then I whisper, water.
Yes, yes.
the
of course.
entire time Sir Kimbleton and Lady Clara are like,
No, she doesn't know
can't
us.
take these people
She
anywhere.
doesn't know us.
Siren
I
Mika
don't
says,
know
"Hi,
who you just said
Kimbleton."
was standing with Kimbleton.
Praise
Sorry,
Desna.
Mika. Hello. Yeah,
What's up,
they're
Mika?
chatting with him. I'm like giving her like side eye a little bit. Not bad side eye, but I'm.
So what brings you here? Why was something wrong with the diamonds? I hope they are sufficient.
No, they're great. I got to figure out how to turn them into dust. Other than that, they're perfect.
Couple of things.
Yes.
Is there a jeweler in town?
I could turn them into dust for you if you wished.
For 1,000 gold pieces.
Sure. I don't know. I didn't realize this was going to become a really big thing because I just said crush them, and now you're coming back at me with things that you read technically on the internet while you during the week.
No,
What? No. What's happening?
we got diamond dust though, right? We got the diamond
I bought diamonds. She has no diamond dust.
I didn't ever get it.
You have diamond dust.
You have so much.
You have all of the diamond dust.
I don't have diamond dust. Don't look at me like that. Rady?
Get
We're
that
trying-
story in.
We're
Get
trying
that
to get
story
on the
in
rails.
Yes, that's Dorian.
So,
Tell me if I have
I'm
diamond
really
dust.
glad that this is what we're doing right now. This
Sorry.
is a good use of our
Sorry,
time.
let's go back to Berkeley.
so there,
Oh wow! Oh no!
Oh!
Okay,
Shots fired.
there's
I'm
been
glad.
some rumors going around about interesting things happening. People are afraid. We're here to stop that.
Yes. I am relieved that someone has come. I believe that I have seen some very troubling patterns in some very troubling occurrences of late. You see, people have been dying.
Dying.
Yes, dying every couple of weeks.
Who died?
Who died?
So far, the most recently, while we were after I realized that there must have been some pattern to all of this, Theo Alburns, deceased. Eleanor Stout. And Ben Sillis, all the most recently deceased.
Not Ben.
Yes, Ben.
How did
Nobody liked Ben. He
How
was
did they pass?
He was a really obnoxious. Actually, he was very well liked.
misunderstood.
He was actually very well liked. All of them were young,
What happened?
vital,
Do we
in their
know what
prime.
happened?
Here's what happened. Here's where I noticed there may be have been a problem. You see, it began with nightmares. People began complaining of nightmares, constant, pervasive. They couldn't sleep. They grew weak over days, and then they became ill, sick, and they withered away.
Withered? Like
They
withered?
died.
Oh. So they just died over time? from
However,
sickness. Okay.
what I noticed was that it seemed to be happening in definable stages. The nightmares would begin 3 nights later. After first complaining of the nightmares, they would become ill. On the 7th day, dead. Each of them.
Almost
And
like
those
it-
were just the ones we were tracking. Before that, we were burning the bodies, you see. But we have actually kept the most recent victims preserved, hoping that we could gain some knowledge of what they were suffering from.
Dead in 7 days.
Exactly 7
Did they
days.
see some sort of ring?
No.
Was there a girl with
Nope.
long?
Their
Nope.
Black
not,
hair.
That didn't happen.
No.
their
Nope.
nightmares. Did any of their nightmares seem to have anything in common?
I do have in my... Hold on a moment. He gets out a notebook, and he starts flipping through it. He says, yes, that's right. Yes. Each of them began complaining of nightmares of a large black cloud that would chase them through the streets of the empty town.
A large black cloud. Just a cloud shape? Was it in the shape of anything, or did it just seem
Do
a cloud?
you-
Those were the reports that I
Do you
was
remember our friend Marcus,
getting. Oh yes,
who
how could I
lost his
forget?
soul? Wasn't this something that happened to him? Something similar happened to him.
I
He was
there-
having
don't know.
nightmares.
Is there a knowledge check that I could roll, like a outsider or religion, to hear, to remember if this sounds like a curse or a disease or some sort of mental instability?
With not at present, not with the limited information.
Alright.
What I will tell you is that you do actually, because he's talking about Marcus, you do recall that the night hag was capable of using nightmares as a way to reach people.
Right,
got-
that's what she did to Lady Alex.
I got the wizards mixed up. I remember somebody helping Marcus
Yeah.
with this, but it's not this guy.
No, that was the other.
The other
That was the
guy.
other wizards.
That was the Slippy. What was his name? Was that him? No.
yeah,
who was-
yeah. The apprentice.
I can't remember.
I forget his name too. I have to go back and look.
But I do remember that we had to save him in a certain amount of time, or else he was going to die.
Yes.
And he was having nightmares. So
Mhm.
it sounds like the same thing to me in my head.
Well, thank you, Bird Jamaica, donating $30. Buffs for me and Shields of Faith for myself and for Sir Krag.
Wow!
wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Bad crew. Ooh, look at that bird.
Is there a location on which upon this has centered, or is it all sporadic?
Unfortunately, we were not aware of the pattern. Who knows how many of these people? Some suspect that Sire Defout himself may have fallen victim to similar things. I've talked to people in the house. He was complaining of nightmares, and then suddenly grew very ill and died very quickly and suddenly.
Can we look at the bodies?
The 3 that have been preserved are currently under the care of Madame Zinza at the old Temple of Serene.
Can I go? I would like to go look at the bodies, and then I'd like to go check on the head that we left here.
The what?
The head of the hag that we've left here.
Yes. Okay.
Those are the and I say to Sir Krag, so perhaps maybe we did leave a head here of the storm hag. I wonder if any of that might have. Maybe that was a bad.
Oh, you
idea.
think it's not? We should have burned it or
Maybe.
something.
You
think
in
she's-
retrospect?
You think the other hag brought that hag back to life, and she's
I don't know about that. I hate hags.
While they're
yeah,
talking,
hags-
I'm
Yes.
looking at Claret now. Trulia?
Trelia.
Trulia.
Trulia.
Sorry, now I'm
Tru-
going to think
it's
it's
Trulia.
Trulia because of the renting place. And I just
Are you
like,
go- are you gonna
oh,
say-
I was just attacked by the man I'm supposed to be babysitting.
Uh-oh.
anyways, I'm looking at her, just trying to like figure out why she looks so much like Claret. And
She doesn't
why.
look so much like she looks
That is Lady
exactly
Claret.
like
But she said she's different, so I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm having a moment like
Yeah.
this guy and that guy
Oh,
and that guy and that guy.
Bartleby, do you happen to enchant shields?
I likely could if I had.
You wanna ping a +1 bad boy on there?
Oh yeah, I'll just get my
Hey.
thing now. It
Here,
will
take these
cost
diamonds.
An amount
Here.
of yes.
I want diamond dust. We want a shield enchantment.
Sarah BC1 donated $75.
What?
And she says,
Wow.
when Jim's ready, wild magic on Claret.
Wild magic.
There is no claret.
Trulia.
Trillia.
Trulia.
Trulia.
Wild
Trulia.
magic
Trillia.
on Jamie.
Are you here to sell us a house?
Trulia.
No.
We'll help you. If they tell you
That's
the
funny.
crime rate.
That's very, very funny.
Seriously?
She's been
I've
saying
been
it.
the one
She's been
saying it
saying
the
it.
whole time.
That's very funny.
Are you guys hosting us? Because you should be. The reason you should be A is because it really helps the show out.
Yes.
And B because it puts you in the running for an amazing set
Of what?
of famous dice from Tabletop.
That's
Look
crazy.
at those beauties.
They
We're
match-
giving
they match
those
the
out.
blocker.
To buy.
That's true. They would actually go very well with the blocker, but I can't keep them. I must give them away to one person hosting.
Are you going to use those dice tonight?
I wasn't planning on using the dice. I know
Oh,
people get
but
real
might
funny
be.
about
Oh,
about
yeah.
Kill quickly with those dice.
that. Would actually, I mean, I could give you the Quigley killers.
Oh, my goodness.
Brian Summers says, has the DAC crew been through your town? Here's a surefire way of knowing. Are there any severed heads lying about?
Is there any food on your floor?
Yeah, just like-
Is there a peep on your floor?
Yeah. So can he? Can he?
Yes, I can cast the requisite spells necessary.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Come back in the morning. Yes, I'll make you diamond dust. Yes, of
Thank
course.
you
It
so
will
much.
cost.
Giving me a
There,
reroll.
there's a material
That's my
cost to
Yeah,
this.
Home
Yes.
girl.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Does he charge more or the typical
No, it's
1,000?
fine. Just the regular old amount.
He's not like that little crook in the other.
I know that's
Oh man, what was that guy's name? Man, those potions. He killed me with those potions.
his
You know,
name.
Rodehaver.
Let me tell you. Oh.
Oh, he's killing me with.
Oh.
What you paid for.
His name is
Hey, I didn't know what we were
Ian
gonna.
R. Willowithens.
Bill
Yes,
Whiffins.
you
Hey
know,
y'all,
Willow
none of you
Wiggins.
guys have had dreams yet, right? We're good on the nightmares. We haven't started our 7
I have
days.
nightmares almost every night.
Of a cloud?
Oh, not a cloud.
Okay. Well, I don't need to know your nightmares unless it has to do with the fact that we might die in 7 days. So,
To the bodies?
yeah,
Where's the hag head?
yeah, we need to go to that first.
Well, I believe that the hag head would be up with Lady Abigail. So
Well, then we should absolutely go see Lady Abigail. Why? I don't get her.
When she
I
sits
love,
on
I
the
love
queen
that she
left Lady
thinks that
Abigail.
we are just. Has she heard stories about us or no? This is
Sure,
just her
most.
first.
I
Maybe you
mean,
should
Most
ask
people
her.
have.
look at how high her torso
Hot?
is. So tall.
Oh, I thought you just said you were hot, which I would get, but like I just
No, he
Look
just,
at how.
he didn't say that. He's just commenting on the length of my torso. That's all.
All right.
a long torso.
So,
Okay.
What's going on?
Head or bodies first?
head,
Head,
This guy's
shoulders.
really
knees, and
weird.
toes.
So
So
yes,
we're going back.
We're
to
gonna
Lady
ask
Abigail?
about the hag head if it's still here.
Yeah, we need to go back to
The hag head.
The hag head
Which hag head?
that we gifted. It was the
It was
storm
the
hag head
first
that we
one.
Storm
gifted
hag head
to
was gifted.
the guy who's dead.
Yes.
Do we all need to go
You would
check
actually know.
that out?
Yes, I
That-
know this.
That was destroyed. After things started happening, people were very, very upset, and they were worried about the remaining legacy of the Storm Hag, and they burned that and destroyed it.
yeah, it's gone. Never mind.
Okay, well, where are we going? Bodies?
Bodies,
Bodies.
Bodies.
and then to the pub.
Okay.
There's always good
And
information.
to the
at
pub. Okay. You go to find Madame Zinza, who is, Bartleby mentioned, was in the old Temple of Serene, which is where you guys stayed the first time that you were in town. Actually, you had a very bad experience there. You
Yeah.
were kidnapped,
There was that.
and the priestess was murdered. By
'Cause
the
there
very
was the-
kidnappers,
the-
yes.
the
Yes,
pillar
that was
with
the pillar that she had etched her name into.
Madame
A
Zinza?
long time
'Cause you're
ago.
from
Madame
That was a
Dormant
Zinza.
Ford,
long
too.
Sinza.
This is an ultimate homecoming.
No, honestly, I wasn't from Dormansford. I
That's how
took
you-
school here.
Yes.
You all caused a lot of
There's
trouble.
revisionist history right there.
Oh
The
my
old
goodness.
Temple of Serene does not
That's Dorian.
does not look to be in good upkeep. There is no warmth here. And even though you see someone here, there is an empty, abandoned air to the place. A woman in a dark coat is standing in the main chapel, tending to a body.
Do I
You
recognize
see
her?
that nearby are two others covered in heavy shrouds.
Do I recognize
She
her?
sees you come in, stops her work, looks up, and says, "What?"
It's the hair. She doesn't recognize
Is
me.
she... Would I have known of this lady growing up here? Or is this one of the people that I don't know?
Yeah, you remember her before the Church of Serene, like in the early days of the Church of Serene. She was, before they actually moved in and established a presence here, she was sort of a local medicine woman. Then the priests came in and they kind of took everything
She's
over.
like one of those creepy old people that lives on the edge of town that you're like, ding dong, ditch your door when you're young.
Yeah.
Hello.
Ding dong. What is
Yeah,
this?
ditch a door.
Ding dong ditch.
Don't worry about
Never
it.
mind.
Hello, Madam Sinsa. It's
Don't run.
do you remember me? It's Henry Quigley. Actually, I'm knighted now, so it's Sir Quigley. But
Okay. Well, I am very busy here, so.
right, we're also very, very busy. We
Yes.
are here on behalf of the defunct legacy to try and find
You want to
out.
look at the bodies?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
How did
Uh,
you know that?
Because you were talking about being here on behalf of the defunct. You also are here where the only reason to come here would be to look at the bodies. And also you're dressed like adventurers, so you probably want to look at the bodies. They always have a thing for bodies.
Okay, well, what? Oh. Do I know you?
What?
I don't know you. What's your name?
Madam Sinza.
Sinza. I can say that. That's way easier than Trulia.
Trelia!
Sigh.
This is your fault.
Is it?
Is it?
Sinza.
Yes, well, come look. I cared for each of them. Couldn't seem to do a damn thing to help them, though. Each of them got sicker and sicker, and then, to top it off, they were terrified to sleep. It was awful.
Did it seem like their constitution dropped to 0?
If you had to put a statistical category on it.
Jeez.
Okay,
We actually
so
burned the
body
first few bodies, not wanting to spread whatever sickness that they had contracted, but then Bartleby asked me to preserve any future ones for study, so I keep them fresh with a bit of magic. I'm no priestess, but I know a trick or two. So come on. Do you have any sort of expertise in this?
I just
Do you know what you're doing?
whip out the healer's kit, and I'm like, yes, I do.
Or you aren't stitching up a paper cut boy?
No. It's just this. I'm gonna find out what happened.
Jesus. So you've got your bandages out and you're like, I'm gonna find out what is going on here.
I would have a better chance of
Or,
doing a
you know,
survival
someone
check
who's been
and doing an
helping
autopsy.
heal
Anybody who
people
wants
as
to
well,
make a
too.
heal check
I'll
can examine
do
the
that.
bodies. Yes.
Hey, here in Kembleton. Walk
There
forward.
are 3 bodies.
Can I aid Sir Kimbleton on
You
each
can.
of them?
Somebody, yeah,
Oh, I
one
can
way.
too.
I aid.
I don't.
Did you add your 1?
I-
Did everyone add
There's
your
one.
1s?
So with the 18, that's
What's
a
your
total of
plus?
32.
What's your plus on?
2 on the
Yeah,
first
that's it.
one. Okay.
No, your heal is what?
You
My
notice a couple of
heal
things.
is- I just figured I could do it.
First body that you look at is a young man.
14.
And you are looking, you see atrophied muscles, his eyes clouded by cataracts, his feet are actually bowed inward, and you recognize all of these with Quigley and Lyra helping you. He suffered from blinding sickness. Blinding sickness. But what you also notice is that he did not die of blinding sickness. In fact, with that roll, you know that he died of a poison.
Of what?
And in fact, you find 2 small puncture wounds on his breast.
He has breasts?
No, Krag, the breast is a... Good lord. You know what?
Ignore it.
Get out of the
Ignore
cave.
it. Ignore Stop it.
Did,
Stop it.
did
Stop
you
it.
happen to see these
You're done.
puncture wounds?
Yes, I assumed that I don't know, people. Why? What about them?
Have you take any of his blood at all?
No, we didn't try to take any of his blood.
Can I try to take some of his blood and see if?
I mean, he's definitely dead. Like
Yeah.
it's like congealed
Jim,
black
can I-
mess.
He
The
was
spell that has been keeping them preserved has prevented him from completely decomposing. He's actually still. He looks very newly dead. But you can get a little bit of the blood. Yeah.
Right.
So we can look at this. Like, does it look like an animal? Like an animal would have.
Make a
bitten?
survival check.
Ooh, detect poison.
You detect poison in the blood. Yeah.
But can I like not detect what kind of poison it is?
I don't know that you can. Let me double check.
So 26 for survival.
You would guess snake bite. That's your first instinct. Snake bite.
And I say it. I say snake
Snake
bite.
snake bite.
It's
Snake bite.
It's a snake bite.
That looks like a snake bite.
Snake
What
bite.
do you know about a snake bite?
I have seen people get bit by
My
snakes.
sister had a snake.
You really? Aw,
He knows.
Yeah.
I know.
I
I
had.
warned her.
Imp in my head says, "Oh, good.
It was my
Dat-
idea.
Dat CSI. Get the sunglasses ready, Krag."
Dying
When he says that, I'm still looking down, but then my eyes go up to Trelia, and I just look at her.
Okay.
Not like glaring,
Yeah, sure,
like,
sure.
just looking at her.
Lyra, you can make a wisdom check in an attempt to determine the type of poison that you're looking at.
Okay. 20 on the die.
20 on the die.
Yes.
You know that this is a viper venom
Ooh, it is a snake.
that would indeed wither somebody's muscles away and weaken them into paralysis, and then they would die.
I tell these things. I know these things. I tell these things.
You guys have a lot of snakes in the area here?
Not a common
Venomous-
problem here, no.
venomous
That's
snakes,
a-
no?
It's not
That's
a common.
viper wound. Like you would die from that.
Well, obviously.
This is very interesting.
So a viper wound that,
So
that makes.
they were having nightmares. They were diseased and poisoned.
That's
Brian
what it
Summer
looks
says,
like.
is what I say, "Hey, the guy with the breast got bitten by a snake.
So, Krag, I believe if
Got bitten right in the man boob."
Anyways. Yeah, it looks like they died by snake bite. This is a viper wound.
That is
Do all
very
the rest
interesting.
of them have this?
Let's check him.
We can check.
So we check.
check in the man boob.
Check.
Check him. Check
Do
the
they?
next one, Jim.
Okay. The next body is a young woman.
Oh crap.
Oh,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
she covers Sir Krag's eyes and quickly
Oh, I've
goes
seen
like
it all
this.
before. Get out of
Checking.
here.
He's unhappy.
He'll check in again.
I'll aid.
Oh yeah.
Aid.
8,
So that is a 21.
15. and then
21.
+7.
With their aids, it's 21 total. Okay. This one's a little trickier to determine.
22 because of the plus.
22.
One. Yeah,
Okay.
22.
Great. Jaundiced eyes, tight lips that are pulled back in like a gruesome grin,
Oh.
lesions on the head and the scalp. This young woman suffered from cackle fever.
Cackle fever.
Cackle fever?
Cackle fever.
Oh,
What
that's
is
not
that?
good.
Distinctly different from blinding sickness. However, knowing what to look for, you also see that she suffered the effects of a poison as well.
Is it with bite? Do we see bite marks?
Yes, it is on her ankle.
No, I think
It is
Oh my
as,
God.
it
I
is
think
as
it was-
physically
I think it was
far
somewhere
away
else,
from
Jim.
everything else that it could be.
He
I think it was
waiting.
somewhere else.
No, it wasn't.
It's looks Martina
It
says.
wasn't.
Krag slips on his low light shades. Looks like the killer slithered away.
Gave one of my players cackle fever once. It is super nasty.
Super.
I don't have those low light shades anymore. It's very sad.
Make a
Very
perception check, Kendleton.
27.
27. You know, you just it seems odd. She's suffered same poison, same signs of poison, different disease. You find the bite mark, things are looking kind of strange. And you're examining the body, and you also notice that it's like she's missing a lock of her hair. Like it's not like a shade, but like there's a part of her hair, like it's distinctly much shorter, and it's very cleanly cut. Probably done by like shears or scissors or even a knife, like a really fine razor. But she's missing a lock of hair.
I look.
I would tell everyone that as well too.
And then I say, so we're looking for the barber.
The barber.
So we go to the next body.
Third body.
Third body.
Is it a guy?
It is a guy.
Okay.
This is old Ben.
8.
That's a nat 20 on the
Uh,
die for
Oof,
me,
okay.
so a 20,
Yeah,
30's
a
like
lot.
7.
A lot.
big
It's sufficient.
42.
Poor old Ben. You start looking at the body, and you almost drop the cloth and just back away because you see black boils on his skin, and under his armpits, under his throat, in his groin, the veins prominent on blackened skin. This man suffered from the bubonic plague.
Oh, back away!
No, wait. No one has passed on their sickness to anyone living.
That's the bubonic plague!
We were as...
Don't worry, I can go touch it. I'm immune to disease. I forgot this.
Immune to fear, immune to disease.
Oh wait, here. Let me show you how I live.
I just go poking things.
Oh.
One of the boils pops and like squirts in your eye. Like,
It's no problem. It's no problem whatsoever.
Ah, gross.
Oh, these people are weird.
So they haven't passed it on. I mean, obviously people.
No one
touched
has
them
passed
and-
on any of these. You also, with that incredible check, I mean, he died not only of the bubonic plague, or he didn't die of the bubonic plague. He died of poison, and he has the viper bite on his back shoulder.
How big of a viper are we talking? Can I
I
tell
mean,
from
it looks to you like an actual snake bite.
Okay, so it's just
Regular. Nothing special.
a regular old snake. No.
Where the vicinity of the three of them? Can you tell us where they were?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I could. They have houses. They
Are
have
they
families.
relatively close to one another?
I mean, everybody lives. I mean, this is a pretty small area, so everybody lives relatively close to one another. Bartleby had a similar question. He didn't determine that there was a particular pattern to their locations, but one thing that you notice, all of them are attractive people. They're all in their mid-20s. That's like in terms of common factors. All diseased, but different diseases. All showing signs of the same poison and the same viper bites. All of them young, attractive adults.
Except for Sire Defound.
Except for Sire Defound. He obviously was a much older person. Yes.
So, you don't think that it's like some weird thing where like someone's becoming young because they're taking these young people, right? Like, I mean, look, she's got her hair cut, so in
Do
a
any
weird
of-
place.
Some sort of
So it's-
voodoo ritual.
yeah. Like something
At
like
this
that.
point, if anybody's got knowledge arcana,
Oh, I do.
Did she read a book? I'm just curious.
she did. She's been
she's
studying
got more
magic
than
She did.
throughout.
She read a
the-
book?
I mean, I don't know if she actually.
You
read
could
it.
aid
I don't think she read
Can
it.
I
She's
eat
just been
You can roll on your own.
collecting knowledge over the course of her adventures.
I doubt that.
Detecting magic, looking at
I-
magical weeds.
Lear gave her a book. A handbook.
22.
22?
I got a 10.
No? 22 and no.
You're not
Okay, I
quite
get it.
ready for your knowledge arcana checks yet.
Trying.
You, of course, have been very skeptical. Like,
Yeah.
this is, I mean, okay, people got sick, they died, like, whatever.
Normal.
That's what happens in a
Yeah.
backwater where there are no supplies and no temples and none of the things that you would find in a city that could prevent people from getting sick and dying. What you do note, you do start to find it rather odd that they've all died of different diseases. Nobody knew that before.
Right.
And that they were poisoned. That's new information. But you're thinking about all these different diseases. By themselves, wouldn't raise an eyebrow if they were common amongst each other. But the fact that taken together, knowing the odd circumstances that have led you to remember, or taking into account all these odd circumstances, each of these diseases can be caused by a single spell
Oh, which one?
called Contagion.
Oh.
Contagion.
Does anybody happen to know the spell Contagion? Or of the spell Contagion?
I don't know. Do you?
Well, obviously I do. I'm asking. All right. I see
She
this is gonna be-
does.
I cannot perform the spell Contagion. But
You know of it.
these diseases can be caused by that spell.
Are you really good at spells?
I'm all right.
Can you tell me what this does?
Jim, what was the first disease again? From the first
The first disease was blinding sickness.
blinding sickness. That's
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
22 on his ring.
No.
You have no idea. It's just a ring.
Just a ring.
But I can't take it off. Here, you try.
Have you tried reducing your sodium intake?
She's got a point.
Got him.
She's got a point.
That hurts so bad.
Somebody else just got struck by a viper bite.
The real Potus 98 said 50%. 50%. We're halfway to our studio.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's awesome.
And Gatsby 11 Rel says, anybody evil yet?
No, we don't think so.
Oh, yeah, we've also got
Nobody here.
cheers, Mama Jim Jam, Sarah BC, Aunt Coco, Furosh, Luna Steel Song, and subs from the real Potus gifted a sub to Sierra, Siren Mika, and Blind Man for Real 8.
Awesome.
Hi, Mom.
It's
Really
really
cool.
cute dog.
Does.
Hi, his
Mike.
mom.
Really cute dog.
It's like a white version of Piper. Adorable.
So,
I love Piper.
all of them Viper bites. Different,
All of them, yeah. They all look very similar. Like,
How many
good-looking.
spellcasters you guys have in town? I know Bartleby, but are there?
make a knowledge local check.
Can I just say something? She seems to have an attitude like a big one. Every single time we ask her something.
Yeah, but it's all an act.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Yeah, Bartleby's the only wizard. You know some magic yourself, obviously.
You said the one druid.
Madame Sinza knows
Sinza the druid
a small amount.
The pale man.
The Pale Man, no, your boss doesn't know
No.
any.
Hellman's a
Haas
fighter.
doesn't know anything.
He's a fighter.
All right, well, this isn't good.
Might be a favorite
Vincenzo.
class of his.
So, to the pub.
To the pub.
To drink?
All right.
To the Black Boar Inn.
The pub in town is
Alright.
the Black Boar Inn,
Mm-hmm.
which is owned by the Lowe's.
Caleb and Olivia Lowe.
That is correct. You saunter in. There are, I don't know, I'm sorry for presuming a saunter. You tell me how you walk in.
Not from
I would like to
Frolic.
saunter.
Okay, Quigley saunters in. Crag does it in
Frolic.
whatever way he...
I would stroll more than
stroll.
saunter.
Okay, Crag strolls in.
Saunter,
I
strolling,
actually
frolic.
walk in singing.
Okay, you walk in singing. Great.
I leave a few
La, la,
strides
la.
and just follow.
Lyra's
Follow
here.
behind.
Acting like
I'm
you
staying
don't know us.
Like
behind
I-
as
yeah,
well
no,
too. Just
don't.
shake, just
Well,
We
shake,
I
don't
don't
know. We
know.
don't know them.
just shaking
Yeah.
the head.
Kimbleton's also going to start saying
Are
he
you
doesn't
tired?
recognize you and doesn't know who you are and has lived in Dorman's Ford for months and doesn't. Okay. You walk in. There are a number of people. They certainly take notice of you. I mean, you remember the reception you had at the beginning of the day. There's a fair number. Like, apparently, when you guys showed up, work for the day stopped. And, like, everybody has sort of congregated. They're all, like, talking to each other. They're all, like, looking at you guys.
But Caleb and Olivia knew me
Everybody
as a
has
child.
a dream.
No,
Hello, Caleb. Hello, Olivia. Good to see you.
Doesn't everybody have a dream?
Hello, Henry.
How are things?
Not good.
We have heard. We are.
Are you having dreams?
No. No, I haven't had any. I don't think anybody's having dreams. Well, I mean, everybody's having dreams, but...
Nightmares
I mean, everybody's having nightmares now. Everybody's so worried about all these nightmares.
of clouds.
The creeping nightmares.
Brian
That's what we've come to
says,
call them.
the tavern is full of young, attractive people. Lyra yells,
You're all gonna die! Oh, I love this game.
So, who am I speaking to, Caleb or Olivia?
Okay.
Caleb, do you mind? What are the things that you've heard? What are...
I mean, all kinds of things. I mean, I hear about The nightmares. Everybody's having nightmares. Now everybody sees the dark cloud in their nightmares, chasing them through town. I mean, that's everybody now.
Anything specific with snakes?
Vipers. There's.
You know what? I mean, look. Poor Rav Corby. He
Who?
lost his sister about a month and a half back, and ever since, you know, he started ranting and raving about some monster. And, I mean, it's... I think he's a little touched in the head after losing his sister, you know, things... He's the only one who's seen it. He claims this big old monster, but of course, I mean, nobody found any sign of any monster, so
You've
it's kind of
seen it?
ridiculous.
What kind of monster?
I don't remember. Some big half... I don't even remember. You can go talk to him if you want,
Yes.
but...
Rav Corby?
Rav Corby, yeah.
Where does he reside?
But Henry knows where his house is.
Yeah, I'll
No, he's in the same place, yeah.
Nothing ever changes in this town.
Nothing ever
so-
changes here. Well, I mean, things have
There
changed
weren't
significantly
any,
because
there
PJ
weren't
died.
any weird
but I mean-
monsters.
Well,
Well, hags.
technically there was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so he says that
You might want to
he's-
talk to Captain Withers, too, if you're on this whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you.
Um,
Thank you, Caleb.
So he's seen this creature, but he has.
I mean, look, again, man loses his sister, and then he starts
it's-
ranting
he
and raving
claims
about
it.
a monster. I mean, you do the math. I mean, he's been drinking heavily since.
Oh,
Poor
where,
man's
is he
lost
here?
lost his mind. Oh, he's not here. No. We don't serve him anymore. Tried to help him out, but he just gets it from out of town.
Oh, so he goes out of town.
Where every time a caravan comes in, he buys up as much as he can. You know, I mean,
Say.
again, he's practically gone broke. Lost his job, completely ruined his life over this thing.
Oh, that's so sad.
It is. It's terrible. We tried to help, but
Let's go visit him.
all he does is rant and rave about this monster.
Jim Jam,
Maybe we should bring him food. Like
Yes.
fast.
I forgot to just pick up. At the. Sorry, my mind just went to two separate places. Can we retroactively say that I got a cheap holy symbol? Thank you, Lord Marcus. I did bring it up. From the temple. Is that possible?
Retroactively, Jim.
I don't want to go back and do it. And I'm wondering what time of day we are at.
I mean, you guys have spent between the coming into town, the shopping, meeting with Abigail, and all this investigation.
Been a long day.
It's getting towards night. It's not nighttime yet, but you're getting there.
Oh, we
It's
didn't
getting
even
much
have
later.
lunch.
Lunch.
You had tea. There were finger sandwiches at the tea. You
Oh,
know,
I
yeah.
Black Boar Inn is got the best food around. I mean, Olivia and Caleb make a wonderful brisket.
But we get free food over at the Abby's
But
house.
it's no brisket from the Black Boar
Yeah,
Inn.
but it's free.
How
Have
much
you
is the
had brisket
brisket?
here?
Yes,
And it's very good.
it is. I don't know why none of you ate lunch.
We were in a hurry.
We were looking at dead
Bartleby.
bodies all day.
Boils. Blah.
We were looking at dead.
Caleb, I would like a brisket if that's all right with you.
Oh, can we share?
Sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can eat and drink, yeah, while you guys are talking.
I was
Cost you
I want a whole plate
a
to
gold
myself.
piece for the group. I mean, it's cheap.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Can I get brisket on a stick and we go walk
Do you have
and
bread?
talk
Yes.
to?
If you want it to be on a stick,
Can I have bread?
they'll put it
too?
on a stick for you.
Does it come with bread?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Could I
Is
could
it
I get
bottomless?
an ale for everyone?
Bottomless bread. Is
Yeah, but
this
you know,
like
it's
the
weird. They
Olive
don't
Garden?
bring you butter, which is one of those weird. Like,
But there's
Ah.
this
Yeah,
there's
dry.
this place down the street called the Olive Garden
Yeah.
that has
Good.
just the bottomless
And-
bread.
And salad.
Could I get an ale for everyone, please?
Oh, yes!
Would you what? What?
Drink.
Drinks
wanna
all around!
No, Lady Lyra.
Oh.
Just a drink for everyone. It's been a long day. I wanted to just get an ale for everyone.
Absolutely.
I am
yes,
a lightweight.
yes.
I'm gone in like half.
A small ale for her, please.
Gets out the kids' cup,
I know, right? That's exactly right.
and she's still wasted.
Wow! Dancing, singing.
So it's-
Why do they have children's cups for ale?
Well, it's for
people
the
like
apple
me.
juice, but it's to serve her. Oh, come on, come on. Hey,
I was
hey.
just asking.
Maybe
This
it
is
should
a
be one of
European
those, like,
town.
Moscow
The drinking age is like
Mule
5.
So
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
so since he's having brisket, we'll have a quick drink together, reconfigure ourselves, and then we'll figure out.
Thank you. Oh man, water
I feel like it's an early dinner.
Jim, I pull
early
out.
dinner, that's-
Yes, and you also get water.
So So what?
I take out my never spill goblet.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I have mead in my never spill goblet that I still.
Amazed, like everybody,
Guys,
look, look, guys, look.
Guys, I brought this mead all the way. Look at this.
It's really cool, right?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
See, Strag 3. Go ahead.
So Sister 3 says, but the bread rolls at Ye Old Red Lobster are way better than the breadsticks
The
at
best.
Tavern Olive Garden.
It's true.
Oh, that's great. All right, so
Having an ale. All right.
so Kimbleton, what do you think is going on here?
What do I think? There's something definitely at work, and it's something with snakes. I just find it weird that no one has really seen any snakes, if that's even something that is. And when I say snakes, my eyes go directly there.
Do we
but
notice?
I don't make it very obvious. It's just like in
Oh,
conversation.
perception check. Do I see this?
Okay, sure.
Nope.
No, wait. No, I have really good perception.
No.
20. 30, 20.
Dirty 20. Why don't you make a bluff check?
Is there any way to know what type of magical spell the contagion is? Spellcraft, maybe?
That's an 8. I just looked at it.
Roll
That's a
against
what?
it. 8. Roll
Oh
against
yeah.
it.
So yeah, you noticed them.
So I noticed him look at her.
When I said snake, I was in
But you
just
continue
conversation,
doing
and I'm
that.
just like, no, I just did it that one time. I just said snake.
Oh,
I'm in
come
the middle of
on.
talking to everyone.
I got
Knowledge
so
Arcana.
excited.
You did get excited. I'm just talking.
I know.
But I
That's a 9 on what's
9.
magic.
Okay.
9.
A 9 total. You're not certain.
9.
I told you I couldn't do it. I don't know much more about it.
All right.
But that's fine.
Let's go see this Colby.
Wait, we didn't
Corby.
finish.
What have I already eaten? What?
You weren't done
no,
talking.
there was nothing else. Like nothing else about snakes being in here.
The
But
guy saw a monster.
well, they
Could be
claim
a-
that they
could be a
claim
snake
that they saw the
monster.
monster. It very well could be. I mean, best we can do is try to figure it out more.
You know anything about snake monsters?
Do you look at
Do
her
I have a
again?
thing about snake monsters?
Do you know anything about snake monsters?
Doesn't
About
Lady
snake
Claret's
monsters? No.
doesn't Lady Claret's neck thing like literally have a snake on it?
No, it's just
Snake
like a
scales.
flat collar of like it looks like snakeskin. Like it's,
Oh, okay.
it's very reptilian.
Ooh,
Serpentine.
so wait,
yeah.
where did you get that?
You don't see that.
Don't we see it? It's
It doesn't.
on her, right?
It doesn't catch your eye.
Is it like? Does it stick out?
I mean, like she wears
She's
it. I mean,
wearing
like
a
yeah,
scale.
you would see
How
it.
would
Like, yeah.
she
like
would know
it's-
where she got it? Like the
Calling it
snake
now. We're gonna kill Lady Claret at the end.
Oh, she's gonna kill you.
No, she's not
She's gonna
correct.
kill us.
No, we're not. Don't even. Don't worry about it.
Wait, that was not in game.
That was not okay.
that was
That was
No,
not
yeah,
in game.
it's Ben.
You didn't hear it.
those were out of game death
That was
threats.
out of game.
Okay, so where did is that snakeskin?
No, it's metal, right? It just looks.
Yeah,
like
it actually feels. Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it.
Ding ding ding.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's a quite beautiful beast, though.
Well, thank you.
Where did you
I
get
like
it?
Where did I get it, Jim?
You've had it for years.
Had it for years.
Yeah, but where did you get it, Jim? It looks cool, right? Is it
At
sexy?
the flea market. It's actually kind of sexy.
Can
Is
I?
it, does it
In
have
like a
anything to
badass like kind of way though.
Does
Not
it
like
look-
not
does
like
it-
sexy, but like she looks like a badass.
Like leather jacket and
Yeah.
motorcycle boots.
do?
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks nice. How much was that? I'm looking for a sexy light armor right now.
I don't think you understand that sexy light armor is not going to protect you as much as you think it will. It leaves a lot of skin
Look, I'm
open.
just trying to bond here. Okay? You don't have to use that tone.
I'm just letting you know. I want you to be protected. If you're gonna look for armor,
That's
you
why
might
I'm
as
asking
well.
you about your effing stuff.
I like cheers.
I take her
Lady
drink
Claret.
away.
Oh,
I notice
she's
she's
already
already she's taking one sip, and I just down the rest of her drink.
I think at this point, I will take my mug of ale to
Okay.
a different table.
Sure.
A
Just
mug
to
of
keep an
ale.
eye, but
Not
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you've been walking around town
being
babysitting these guys,
questioned.
and then she starts yelling at you. I mean, that's
No,
yeah.
no,
This is-
she was being
this
mean.
is
Why
this is like a
are
bad
you
day at work for
starting-
you.
This is
This might be all fun and
awful.
games for them, but this is your job.
I'm never gonna let Hasp live this down. He owes me so much.
What?
Why are we
Krag?
starting fights with our escort
I'm
in
just.
town?
She was being rude. I was just asking. I really wanted to just know.
But you know
I
that
heard
she
that,
is
Jared.
factually correct, right? You're talking. The sexiness of the armor will degrade what capabilities it can do.
You
It's
know,
also not actually.
when I served Serene, I could put.
No, I actually found it on the.
And yeah, here
Sexy
I am.
armor are
Unable.
It's one of the
To put a
properties.
freaking
It's like
bubble in
mithril or sexy.
Well, maybe it's just like really form-fitting and not
yeah.
necessarily open, but it's
Yes.
very form-fitting.
So
Yes.
now,
It's
No.
a giant boulder.
I don't want to
Hey,
look like
now-
an egghead.
now
This
that
guy.
she draws attention to this thing, we look at this thing.
Yeah.
It is a little. It's off. I don't remember her wearing that.
Yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Or
You
do
saw
I?
it.
Yeah, we
you
we,
saw
we
it.
Yeah,
on
you were-
TV.
yeah.
I was there.
Kimbleton's the
You
only
were there.
only one that knows what happens to Claret
Yeah.
with it on.
Well,
Right.
you know, I just wanted to.
Lady Lyra is throwing things.
She's
I
so
wanted
This is
that.
crazy.
I just was so excited to see Claret.
Sexy armor, Lady Claret.
Are we done eating so we could go talk to this Colby?
Do you want to know?
I'm on my third
Holy
brisket
Calais.
at this point. So good. It tastes like home, you know?
Really, I really just had this idea, a dream. Everyone's got a dream. I just wanted sexy armor.
Is
that
this
was
ale?
light.
Is this ale any good here?
It's fine.
Mine's gone.
No, it's not
Did you
that good.
just want sexy armor or did you just want a friend? I'm so confused about what you
If you want a
just
sexy
want.
armor with a friend.
I wanted to bond with her by
Sexy
asking
armor and
about
a
her
friend,
armor
huh?
because it looked cool.
But it's just a neck guard
But
thing.
it's
not-
something. I just,
Gorget.
you know, right
Yeah.
now I'm.
You know what would be
My
sexy?
wife
An eye
rocks.
patch. Let's just go get an eye patch.
Super sexy.
I heard that there was like a pirate lady with an eye patch.
So that's
I'd like to go
sexy.
see,
You go see Rev Corby?
Rev
You
Corby.
gonna go? You gonna go do something?
God, I
Uh.
finished. I finished what's in my.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
am
You
so
I
guys,
flipped
you,
my
guys eat,
gold coin.
you guys have eaten.
I'm disheartened, but I'm.
You drink. You're
following.
disheartened. But you're determined that you're gonna go see Rav Corby. He lives in the midst of several other simple homes that most people in Darmansford have. It is an unremarkable place. You knock on the door, and a disheveled man in dirty clothing opens it with a bottle in his hand. He looks up you guys up and down, seems surprised to see anybody.
Hello.
Now what?
Are
You
you
come to laugh at old Rav? Piss off.
Raph.
No, get out of here.
No. And I flip up the visor. And I'm like, no, hello. It's me, Henry Quigley. You
I don't care.
Let's see. When I was just a boy, that was when you were first having your first job. I remember you
I don't have a job anymore.
Don't cry.
Can I make a
Can
quick
you-
perception check to see
can you-
smell of ale or anything?
Yeah.
Can you roll like a handle drunkard check?
Handle drunkard.
That's a 33.
Yeah, I mean yeah. I mean, and it's pretty well known too.
Yeah.
That he's
Ease
once
in the
after his
cups.
sister died, he started spreading these crazy stories about a monster that nobody could find any sign of, and then he's just been all downhill.
and I say, Rav, I just have to tell you, we're not here. What we're here is we're looking for snakes.
There's not any snakes. in
We've
here.
heard rumors
No,
of
no,
snakes.
no. A monster.
Ah!
We believe you. We believe you.
All right,
I'm just watching Rady. Your face
You gonna
is so
sneeze?
funny right
You
now.
okay?
He lets you into his house. It's again, it's dirty. Like it smells in here, mildew, and like there's like half
is there
eaten
crap on
plates
the
of
floor?
food. There's no crap on the floor.
This is terrible.
Nobody would ever poop on their own floor. Not even this man. Not even a man who's lost everything else would do that.
That's okay. You've moved on.
Yeah,
Bro.
I'm coming at you, Krag.
Are you with us?
Yeah,
Okay, I just want you.
Like I said, just kind of.
I'm your escort.
I understand, but you said you moved away from us. So I just wanted to make sure.
Well, when you got up and left, I
never
made sure to
been like this.
follow.
I'm very stealthy.
You are not.
Claret?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been
tell
a
us
while.
about
I'm
this
sure she'd be
monster.
standoffish
I'll
for sure.
tell you about it. I don't even care if
And
you're
change
just
her
laugh
name?
at me. I don't even care. I don't even care. You go ahead, because I saw it. Now, everybody calls me crazy, but I saw it. It's not gonna be crazy when we're all eating
Where did you see it?
It's not.
Where did you see it?
It was.
Water! Where
It
did you
was-
see it?
It was in her roof.
The roof?
It was in her room.
It was in her
And
room.
the snake tail that bites her.
Wait, a snake tail?
Because it had a snake tail. And it had a tiger body. And a monkey face.
All right.
And the snake tail bites her. And it takes her away from me.
This man is speaking the truth.
It takes her.
Jim, can I roll a knowledge nature check on
Yes.
that?
I know as well, but I just want to roll a knowledge nature.
I don't have anything.
I don't have a knowledge nature. GM Ben knows what we're talking about.
GM Ben knows. That's exciting.
I don't.
I only got a 13.
Okay. You don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, do I think he's... I kind of think he's lying now.
I mean,
But he
he's,
said snake tail.
he did. He said snake tail, and then the rest of it
But
just
a
seemed like
snake tail that
nonsense.
bites.
And a monkey face and a
Tiger body. Yeah.
Wow, and that's intense.
What'd the arms look like?
Ben wants to say it so bad.
Say it real bad.
I don't know what it is.
Quigley doesn't know! It's so sad. They I think he knows too. And I think she knows
Are
too.
you the only person who's seen this tiger, monkey, snake, this
Oh yeah.
you're the only one.
Yeah.
How did you see it and get away?
I didn't get away. It got away. Because then it turned into smoke.
Oh.
Oh, it's a smoke monster. Does it live in the woods?
So it went out the window.
What direction? Out the window. Did you see which way after it went out the window?
That way.
And he points where?
It's not the he's pointed
Out the
out
window.
the window.
Oh. And you haven't seen it since? That was the only time you've seen it?
Nah. That was it.
You haven't had any bad dreams about this little monster? Big monster? Smoke
All
monster?
I have dreams about, and they're bad.
You're gonna have to speak up. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Water!
Yes, I was. Why are you in my house?
Because we were asking you questions that are important.
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
Let's go back and talk to Bartleby.
No, we should talk to
I find a
Captain
towel.
Shelley Withers.
I find a towel and I just put it around.
And then talk to Bartleby and then call it a night.
The snake didn't bite
How have you not crapped on the floor when you're so drunk?
Nobody would ever do that. This is the worst.
Oh,
thing
you
could
wear
do.
pants. Never mind. It'd be in your pants. You crap your pants all the time. He grabs his pants all the
Nobody,
time.
man, nobody does that.
So Krag is over here rolling.
You're lying.
He grabs his
You're
bed.
lying to me.
He grabs his
You crap
bed.
your pants.
Natural
The
20.
leader. Oh yeah. What am I rolling?
What are you rolling for?
I don't know.
16.
I don't know. Like,
I got
are
a
you rolling
16
for
on the
somebody
die. He
else to
grabs his
Sense
bed.
motive. You crap your pants.
He doesn't crap his pants. Nor does he crap on the floor.
He pisses himself.
No.
Drunk. He gets pissed.
doesn't
all
happen.
You
He
lies.
pisses him. He pisses
Lies. Lies, Jim.
9 on the die. He pisses himself.
You're this drunk all the time. You're
Drunk.
pissed.
I
You're
want to
pissed.
go
You're
I'm
pissing
sorry.
yourself
What are you
sometime.
Lady
doing?
Julia, I do
We're
apologize.
going to see.
Eating?
We're going to see Shelley Withers.
Captain Shelley Withers.
Okay.
Is this normal?
I was just
You
joking.
have no idea how normal
Now it's
it is,
fairly
my
late.
lady.
It's fairly late at this point. You would guess that very likely you would want to talk to her in the morning at this point because after spending some time eating, it was already pretty late in the day, and then you go talk
Oh,
to
it
this
was
guy.
like a linner.
Yeah.
So,
So
let-
this would
Oh,
be
yeah.
Let's go sleep.
this would be sleepy
It's
time.
good we get our shield and our diamond dust tomorrow.
Yeah, and then we're sleeping and in the manor and
What do you mean? We're what?
Sir Quigley,
What was that?
you got excited about sleeping in the manor.
I'm
Yeah,
so
that was-
excited sleeping.
Yeah.
It's not because of Lady Abigail, is
Do you
it?
know she's married?
Right. No, but here. Okay, yes, I know she's married. I'm not I'm not.
Just to reiterate.
What I am talking about is that I grew up serving the manor, and it's very nice in there. And I always slept in the stables, so
That's like a dream come true.
yeah, kind of a dream come
It's
true.
a dream come true.
Dream come true.
Maybe.
I got a crap on the floor when we're in there.
No.
All right.
In my head
Um,
says, how does Krag know about anyone soiling themselves? Depends.
That's good. All right, let's go back to the manor.
You go back to the manor. The rest of you out there, of course, host us on Twitch because you know that if you do that,
Hostess
you'll be
of
in the
the
running to
hostess.
win these beautiful Famous dice
And it matches
from
the blocker.
Tabletop Loot.
But they don't get that blocker, right?
No, they won't
They're
get
not
this
getting
blocker.
a
They will only
blocker.
get the dice.
They're not getting the GM
They're just getting
blocker.
this beautiful set
But
of
you
Tabletop
could
Loot
get a GM
dice.
blocker also that matches your dice. If you host so that you have the dice, then all you have to get is the blocker.
Yeah.
You're part of the way there. You can get these dice if you go to tabletoploot.com. You can see they have not only these beautiful dice, but so many other sets, all available
They're
for
really
you.
pretty.
And if you use DAT code at checkout, guess what? You're getting 15% off your order.
Wow.
Guess what, Jim? Cleric Ito just gifted everyone.
5
Cheers.
subs.
Wow.
Mama Jim Jam, Whopper Styler,
Love that name.
Love it.
Spartan Undead.
Nondrasec, Nathan,
Nondrasec.
Kevin
And
Kevin
Alexander.
Alexander, crazy.
That's
They're crazy man.
insane.
Cleric Ito's crazy man.
I appreciate you
Love
very
it.
That's
much.
awesome. All right. Wait. Oh, yes. Manor.
Yep.
So you go back. You decide that you are going to
Eat some food
rest.
at the manor before I go to bed.
you
I'm
what?
eating some food at the manor before I go to bed to make sure the
To make
brisket,
certain that
like,
you're
to see
getting
what
your,
he was
the
talking
value
about, like,
of the, yes.
so how good is the food compared to the brisket?
The brisket itself, very, very good. The food in the manor, different. Probably a little too refined, because like it's rich people
Oh,
food. Like
yeah.
you like a
Oof.
big hunk of meat, you know, that's
It's like
Krag food.
Foo-foo.
But this is, they
Like
give you
this
some
big.
like weird little like
I had the
quiche and then
it's
like a salad.
a cucumber
and you're
wrapped in bread and then.
I love that.
I don't let Quigley know that he was right.
Right.
Really big into the manor.
I eat.
I mean,
I
it's
appreciate it.
it's very
I don't-
well made and
no,
it's
I don't
delicious.
let
You
you
love
know.
it. You're
I
all
love
over
it.
I mean, it's the very best.
Sense motive on Sir Krag to see that he likes it.
You don't see me eating
Cool.
this food.
We're really focused
The
on all the
room.
very
Tell
most
me what's
important
in the
parts
room.
of this
Hey
episode.
guys, Jamie's back after the first time in like 8 months. She's having a great time.
Tell me what's in the
Oh,
room,
sure.
Jim.
What?
What are in our rooms?
Playing a lot of the game.
Hot baths and soft beds.
Yep. Both.
Mirrors
Oh my
and
And it's clean?
drapery and
And there's
Telephone.
linens and
Internet.
It's-
Why? What's the Wi-Fi password?
Are there any like
Fertile.
There isn't.
anything on the walls?
art?
What kind?
Beautiful art. Please stop. No, it's there's lots of pictures of flowers and old people that you don't know,
Oh, that's weird.
all looking very stern and severe. You would guess perhaps the default line is being represented here.
Are we
In
allowing?
every room?
Oh yeah, in different rooms, yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
I mean, you search every room and you find lots of different.
No, she like jumps into. She runs into everyone's room and like jumps in everyone's bed.
I
oh my
just
God! Look what's on
checking.
this one. Oh
No,
God.
I didn't do that. I just
Oh,
checked
yes,
to make
you
sure
did.
which one I liked the best.
So
Right.
when everyone else has kind of like calmed down and gone to sleep, I
We didn't set a watch order.
rise from my. I always have pretty bad dreams still.
Right.
But I get up in the middle of the night and I go to there's this first place where I saw Lady Abigail, and I just go and I sit on a bench. It's kind of an outdoor courtyard area, and I just sit out there.
So you get up in the middle of the night. You're walking through the hall. You're going down to this courtyard. Make a perception check.
Oh man, it's gonna run.
I'm
into
not wearing
Abigail.
my
It's
armor,
gonna be in
so
love.
my
Okay.
It's gonna be love.
Your perception doesn't go up.
no, it definitely does.
Your perception goes up.
It goes up by 3. Oh
Why?
no!
Perception.
What are we talking about?
Don't be
Jim.
silly. How ridiculous.
Jim, wait, we got a good. Seastrag 3 says there are 3 men hanging on the wall. Art is over the fireplace, and Kurt and Rod are hanging over the window.
Oh, we're
2 bucks raccoon.
so funny.
You wanna read
Love
that?
that
Good.
Jamie has all these rerolls and buffs, but you'll never get the chance to use them because we're focused on food.
And
We'll
I
get there,
keep,
we'll get
I keep giving her food.
We're gonna burn through all of these.
Yeah, we
I
will.
got a 6, so I know.
I've already burned through most of mine.
Okay. You head down to the courtyard.
And I'm just sitting out there. I take my time, and I think I fall asleep out there.
Okay, sure.
No.
You guys awaken the next morning. Right, even you. I mean, fairly. I mean, you're in a. You feel secure. Like it. Yeah, you wake up. The rest of you wake up probably feeling more rested than you have in a long time.
The windows are open, so's that door. I'm so excited.
Make a fortitude save.
Best. It's nice. Hey, Jim.
25.
25. Okay.
Jim.
What's up?
I have a scroll.
What you do notice, Quigley, you wake up and you're like on this bench, and in your arms is a sock monkey.
Oh, that's creepy.
And you're trying to remember whether you brought that with you or left that in your bag. But it's in your arm, like you're cuddled up next to it when you awaken in the morning.
What? That's odd. Stick it back in there.
Okay.
I really want to like
scroll
throw it
of
away.
magic missile.
Okay.
Do I have to prepare it now?
So you don't prepare scrolls. Scrolls you could use at any time, but you can't use a scroll of magic missile because you can't. Like you could make a use magic device check, and attempt to use it, but like a wizard would be able to cast from the scroll without even an attack.
So it's not very useful.
Yeah, it's not useful for
useful to
you. It would be
Who?
useful
I
for
can't
anybody
hear.
who
Who is
could.
that?
I'm here.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
They left a note and.
You could sell it. You could wait and see if you ever see a wizard again, or magic missile's not a bard spell, is it? It's on the bard list.
don't think so.
We got cheers from Mama Jim Jam and Tobias.
Yeah.
And Tobias became the Bitbox battle boss.
And guess
he gave
who
a
he gave a
reroll
reroll
to Krag.
Karg.
To card.
To Karg. Thank you, Tobias.
Woohoo!
So yeah, I'll go back to the room that I was staying in and
Okay.
collect my
Sure.
items.
Craig, make a perception check, Craig.
It's 22.
22. You wake up and you sit up in bed and you look straight ahead, and the first thing you see is
My
this
hammer.
mirror.
Because I sleep.
The hammer, yes, your hammer is there, but you don't cuddle up with it. No, I refuse to believe that.
Always.
I just refuse to believe it.
Wow, we have a believer. We have a true believer here.
He's not on the show anymore. He doesn't count.
That's harsh.
It's pretty sad. You did walk off.
You look into the mirror, and you blink a couple of times, and then you get up and you get real close to it, and sure enough, there's a length of your hair missing.
Not to Krag's
up.
hair!
He's gonna be so mad. Ryan, what is he gonna do? How's he gonna fix it?
Amazing.
No.
There's a length of your hair, like it looks clean cut, like somebody just. It's gone.
Has someone come into the room? Can I see?
That's so good.
Make another perception check. Now that you, yes.
I'm looking around to see if anyone has come in. Same thing, 22.
22. Nothing looks out of place. Everything, your stuff is fine. Like everything that you left was like nothing's been moved.
Hair in the bed. Was there like some of the hair that's left in the bed? I look for hair that fell. Someone just took it, snipped it, took the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
What?
I walk right in because
Oh.
it's morning.
This is what you
Because-
They didn't stay in the same room?
Because-
do. I guess not.
Oh, what?
Because
Things have been getting bad
you didn't say
for
it.
a while.
You didn't say it.
I wake up and I know this.
Yes.
No, I walk right in to say good morning.
Okay.
I'm saying you didn't stay in the same room. You were
We all
very
wanted to
adamant.
try different rooms.
You wanted to sleep in a separate room. How did that make you
No,
feel?
no. It
so
was,
Krag?
well, he got his hair cut off, so there. Should have stayed.
I said we needed to set a watch order.
So anyway, I walk in and I notice, I'm like, whoa. What happened to you?
She doesn't love you anymore.
I don't really understand.
Is it that obvious?
It's pretty bad. But you know what? You can put it in a man bun.
You know what this means? This means I'm next.
No, you can't be next. Also, I kind of like you with longer hair now that I've seen both.
It's just one piece. Like, what?
I know, but it's like I can tell. But what happened to you? Do you remember?
I woke up and I looked in this stupid mirror and my hair was cut.
I checked the mirror for my hair. Are we good?
Your hair is fine.
Oh, thank God. Well, we have to figure it out fast because if you're next, that's not going to be good.
I didn't have a nightmare or anything.
That's,
You slept soundly. You were undisturbed. It's your hair.
How?
Snip, snip.
Here,
But
you
is
can
it a
just put
piece
it
like
in the
directly
man
in the
bun.
front, or is it like?
Yeah,
No, I think it's
Is
like
it
a front.
readily-
I think it's like
it's
a
like a
front
front
piece that's
thing.
just
Yeah,
like
it's like
cut.
a-
Like
yeah.
Here, it's okay. You could just wear a man bun for a while and you'll be fine.
Lucas Martinez says,
Right.
remember at one time Krag also didn't have any eyebrows.
I
I come,
remember
in,
that
Oh,
time.
that wasn't that great.
I come into the room. I take off my helmet and I go, so Greg, somebody cut my hair too!
See, he woke up and knew this.
That's a joke.
Jeez.
It's not funny.
This isn't funny. This is life or death.
I didn't
This is
actually
really
do that.
not
I was
good.
fine.
What's
This
it like
isn't
to
good.
play the game, Jamie?
I don't know.
We're playing the game.
I'm
I-
waiting at the bottom of the stairs for these.
You're waiting.
I
gym
rushed
quads
down. I
to
rushed
get
down
up
to
so we can go do
breakfast.
our things.
You eat your
I'm-
breakfast.
I'm ready.
Breakfast is delicious.
Oh, you were waiting? You were having breakfast with us?
No, I've already eaten breakfast.
What did you eat?
Did you sleep well? You seem
The
a
same
little
thing all the other guards eat.
Yeah, but was it good?
No,
Oh, it's not very good.
She's not very nice.
What was it though?
like a slop.
Don't eat the slop.
Oh, gross. Do you want something else?
We can
You
bring
can
you
eat
some
with
eggs.
us.
I'm fine.
Are you
I'd rather
choking?
just
I just
You know,
walk downstairs
go do
and I go,
what we need
alright,
to
let's
do.
go.
Sorry.
I wake up, I'm like, all eating. Out. My goodness.
We have to go find out who is in my room. We have to find out who can cast this
Trillian.
contagion spell.
Trillian.
We're
Caesar.
going back to Bartleby.
Someone cut it.
You're
Remember, like,
going
the
back to
other-
Bartleby.
We talked
Um,
about going to Captain Shelley.
I don't care about Shelly.
Remember?
She doesn't know anything about magic. Someone cut my damn hair in my sleep.
We have got.
We go to the
Those
barber.
dead bodies.
We have to save
Yeah.
Krag. Krag cannot die.
wow.
Well,
wow,
Krag
wow.
can die.
No.
It's
No,
it's
no,
physically
no.
possible.
No, Jim Jam. It's not possible. Krag cannot leave. So therefore.
Okay.
Go to Bartleby, and then we go to
The
the
three
Shelly
of you are,
Winters.
The three of you are
Shelley
talking very
Withers.
loudly to one another.
So you go to Bartleby.
You're all talking to each other incredibly loud. That's a quite. All three of you are talking to each other loudly. Yes.
Yes.
I'm yelling. Why?
Alright.
Do you see his hair?
No, I'm not.
Did
I'm
something
not.
happen to
Are you upstairs?
I've already walked out.
Oh, he's gone.
I've already walked out the front door. Are you already outside while they're sitting there yelling?
I was at the bottom of the stairs, but if they keep yelling, I think I'll move outside just far enough that I can continue hearing the yelling, so they don't leave without me. But I don't want to
Right.
be.
Let's
with
get
it.
out
when,
of here. Let's
we-
fix this.
yeah, while they're yelling and you step out, hey, Charlie, I want to apologize for my companions. They're a little bit shaky and rocky and
Sexy reference.
sexy rocky.
Sorry.
Yeah,
no,
they're,
no, you definitely look like someone that we all do know. Most
Oh.
definitely. That's why everyone was really thrown off, and I know they kept asking you about that choker of yours as well too. It is a very interesting piece.
yeah, I like it.
You do like it, yeah? You've had it for a long time,
Yeah, for years now.
years now. Interesting. It doesn't do anything special.
I mean, you
I
are
know.
fully aware of
Ah,
You're fully aware of your properties, or its properties, but I don't know what you want to talk about.
no, nothing very special.
No.
No.
I can see past the blind.
I wish Spencer watched.
I just lean in because they start coming closer to the door, and I just go, look, I know what that necklace does to you. It turns you into a giant snake. I saw you get it. I know what it does. You need to watch yourself.
Well, if you know what it does,
You need to watch yourself.
You covered
if
your
you
mouth.
know what it
Going this
does, then you know the size I get doesn't make a bite the size that we saw on the bodies.
No, it doesn't. But they're thinking snake right now. And if you can turn into a snake, be careful, especially of the tall one.
Good to know.
You pointed to me, but I'm not.
Thanks.
Quigley's thinking snake.
You were having
Ben
experience.
doesn't think snake anymore.
So with snakes on the mind, you eat breakfast, you gather your things, you prepare to head out to see Bartleby to solve the mystery of Krag's missing hair, which we will take care of in the second half of our episode after we take a short break. Because it's that time. Make sure you are hosting us, everybody, to win those dice. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Jared, get us out of here.
Oh man.
That did it. Computer?
Hello, Captain. I am Level 1 User Interface Starship Executive. You may call me Louise.
Computer sounds better.
I spent a lot of time inventing a designation that could be used as a technical-sounding acronym for a common human name.
Sure, computer, that's fine.
I am detecting the presence of a Starfinder beginner box in your possession. Should I run my character creation protocol?
Sure.
The Starfinder beginner box includes a full crew of pre-generated heroes. Would you like to hire them for your team?
They look pretty capable, but I'm thinking about living dangerously.
Very well. I will record this process so that anyone can follow your example and create their own crew members with ease. They can follow along on a blank character sheet from the box and refer to the hero's handbook for further details as they create their crew member. The core of this character will be their race, class, and theme. These choices will shape many of their capabilities. There are many sapient races exploring the Pact Worlds, each with its own unique features. You should begin by selecting one.
Well, a Vesk would make a pretty good crew member with their natural affinity for combat. And the Usoki, they've got these cheek pouches they could use to store They could use to store very useful cargo. And then there's the Lashunta, they've got psychic powers. Is there any way I can get psychic powers?
Settle down, Captain. Consider the Shirin instead. Their cultural fascination trait makes them ideally suited for interacting with other cultures across the Pact Worlds. They also have communalism, an ability useful for working in close quarters with overeager humans.
Okay, well, I do see telepathy here, which is really cool. And blind sense, oh, that's nice. They can sense little vibrations in the air so that it's almost like seeing in the darkness. You know what, Louise? I like it. Mark it down.
Yes, Captain. I'll fill in the character sheet exactly as you would if you could be bothered to physically do the work of writing. If you ever find yourself willing to pick up a pencil, the Hero's Handbook guides you through the process.
Theme, Louise. Let's focus. All right, I'm thinking the hardscrabble bounty. Deadly, determined, I like that. Or the mercenary, okay? You know, taking aim, taking names. I'm really feeling it.
Or perhaps we could prioritize more useful skills than killing everyone in our path.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Exploration, for example. The Spacefarer theme would be well suited to the Shirin's natural enjoyment of exploration and research. They gain science as a class skill, and their theme knowledge gives them a significant bonus when recalling knowledge about new planets or features of space.
Okay, you win this round, Louise. But I am going to be hiring somebody with a big gun and a bad attitude at some point. Now, these numbers, what am I looking at here?
For now, just fill in the boxes as instructed in the Hero's Handbook. We'll add them up toward the end of our process. Now, we should consider...
Oh God. Louise, what's going on here?
There has been a power core failure.
Is that bad?
Only if you intend for the ship to function.
Jeez.
Don't worry, Captain. There is only a 0.17% chance of this ship exploding from a power core failure.
Yeah, well, that's something.
Instead, the release of lethal levels of radiation into the ship will simply eliminate all life within.
Louise, is it time to choose a class for a new member? Because I think I know what I need.
Oh, I know this one. You'll want a charismatic envoy to convince the drive core not to melt you into a puddle of goo. Or perhaps a spell-hacking technomancer who can incinerate you with an overheat spell to spare you the pain of a lingering death by radiation.
Yeah, I think I need a mechanic, actually, to get this bucket of bolts on its feet, and needed to program you to be a kinder, gentler AI.
Now, Captain. Imminent death is no excuse to be rude. Let's take a look at what the mechanic class is capable of. The Hero's Handbook outlines many of their basic traits such as weapon proficiencies and which skills are class skills on page 28. But one of the key features that sets mechanics apart from other classes is the exocortex. The exocortex is a cybernetic processor that enhances their cognitive function and makes them one of the only classes able to use heavy armor.
The heavy armor sounds really great. Nobody's taking down my mechanic easy.
The exocortex grants either the combat tracking bonus to enhance the mechanic's accuracy in battle, or the memory module, which enhances a chosen skill and allows enhanced recall of information. You will have to choose.
But why? I kind of like both. Can't we just, add more brain implants or something?
It may shock you to know that brains are important and shouldn't be overly tampered with. Now that you've chosen a class, I can determine many basic functions of the character, such as saving throws, combat bonuses, and class skill bonuses. It will take a moment to input offensive and defensive statistics, but the mechanic entry on page 28 of the Hero's Handbook can guide you through it if you ever decide to create a character without my assistance.
Spacefarer theme and the mechanic class both give science as a class skill, so what happens there?
This will give the mechanic an additional bonus of 1, marked in the miscellaneous column in the skills section of the crew member's character sheet.
Great, so for the exocortex, let's go with the memory module, increase that perception by 3. And then don't forget the bypass ability for the mechanic, which is going to give them a +1 to their technology skill.
As a computer, it is impossible for me to forget things. You, however, with your error-prone human brain, are capable of forgetting. For example, the fact that every mechanic has a custom rig device acting as a toolkit and comm unit.
You have a custom rig.
I have already entered it in section J on the back of the sheet.
Yeah, sure. Cool.
Should you change your mind about being incinerated by a technomancer, or wish to explore any of the exciting ways a mystic could destroy you with magic, you can review their spell options in the classes section of the Hero's Handbook. For technomancers, these spells begin on page 41. For mystics, they begin on page 32. Chosen spells are recorded in section K on the back of the character sheet.
I think my stance on being incinerated is going to remain the same. Good there.
Just in case, I will save my record on magical immolation for you to review at a later time.
So, looks like we're going to have to be generating some ability scores for our new crew member.
You'll have to select one of the 3 possible arrays available in the Starfinder beginner box as seen on page 16. The focused, split, and versatile arrays all offer different levels of balance in your crew member's ability scores, such as strength, intelligence, or charisma. The higher an ability score, the higher ability modifier it adds to related skills and abilities. Additionally, each class has a key ability that is important to its function.
Let's stick with versatile. I want somebody who's good at a little bit of everything. And then I see that the key ability for mechanics is intelligence, so let's put a 14 there. Common sense, really great to have. Let's go with another 14 in wisdom.
Might I suggest a more nimble mechanic will serve the crew well? That last 14 should go in dexterity. You'll notice a chart in the Hero's Handbook on page 16 that tells you what the ability modifier is for each ability score. For the score of 14, you are granted a +2 ability modifier.
I like it.
We can now calculate your new crew member's resolve points. Resolve points are used to keep going and stay alive when your foolhardy captain leads you into a deadly situation and you suffer grievous harm. Every crew member has resolve points equal to their key ability modifier +1. A mechanic's key ability, as you mentioned, is intelligence, which has a modifier of 2. So adding 1 to that means that this mechanic will have 3 resolve points. Have you considered an alignment for your crew? What sort of moral guiding principles would suit you? Keep in mind, we are using the Hero's Handbook, so try to curb your desire to engage in dastardly schemes.
I don't have dastardly schemes. I'm a nice person. I'll tell you what, let's go with a neutral good mechanic, somebody who generally believes in doing the right thing, but there's some room for flexibility.
We'll now proceed through the complete list of skills, feats, and armory to determine equipment for your mechanic.
That all sounds like really useful information.
Hey everybody,
Louise,
thanks
but
so
those
much for
repairs that I
watching. We'll be
made
back with the
were
show
not
soon.
good.
In the
I'm gonna
meantime,
need
if
somebody
you wouldn't mind,
real
download
quick.
the app for the
Very
Fantasy
well.
Network,
Since it is your
or
first
go to the
character, we'll refer to the
fantasy.network
Quick Generation
and check out
suggestions on
Walking
page
in
18
Circles.
of the
It's our
Hero's
passion
Handbook.
project that we'd
We'll
love
begin
to
with
make
your
a third
training
season
skill.
of, and
This
we
represents
need your
a skill
help doing
outside
so.
the class
If you can
skills you
watch us
already have
on
that
the
your mechanic will be good
fantasy.network,
at.
it will be a
The
huge
suggested
help.
skill is
Again,
culture,
thanks so much.
which will grant a
We'll
bonus
see you
equal
guys
to your
when
level
the
in
show
culture
comes right
checks.
back here in a few minutes.
You should also note that Sheeran have a natural talent for culture and interaction skills, thanks to the cultural fascination racial trait, adding an additional +2 bonus to each.
The technology skill looks really strong, which is great. We're gonna need it to get this rusty bucket moving again.
Of course, they can always attempt skills they are not as proficient in. The skill bonus just represents how easy challenges will be for your mechanic to overcome. Next, you'll choose a feat.
Well, blind fight is free as a sheer and racial trait, so that's pretty cool. That allows the mechanic to easily find enemies in the darkness. Now, I know I said I wanted to use the suggested option in the Hero's Handbook, but I'm not really feeling barricade for the mechanic's feat. Giving the team a defensive bonus for this feat sounds great, but I really want to go in a different direction. Extended telepathy will enhance the Sheeran's limited telepathy trait and really just sounds cool.
And that's all that really matters, isn't it?
So, it's equipment selection time, right? We just give the mechanic this, call it a day?
Wrong as usual, Captain. Every starting crew member is allotted 1,000 credits to purchase equipment from the armory list beginning on page 56. But the Hero's Handbook does have a healthy suggested starting equipment package we can make available to your crew.
Great, we'll do it. It'll leave me with 42 credits left over, plenty of gear to work with. It's good. And that should do it except for the name and the character portrait. I'll put the name in box B on the front of the sheet, and then I'll put the character portrait on the back, but all that's gonna come later. Otherwise, it looks like it should do it for now, at least until we level up after some serious adventures.
I see you're skipping over the steps on page 17 of the handbook, plugging in additional numbers and adding up your totals.
Well, I was kind of thinking that since you're a computer, you could math.
Not all computers like to do math, Captain. You should be more sensitive. I will slow down my calculations so you can follow along with my process. We can now distribute the ability modifiers across the sheet and add our previously noted bonuses to reach the mechanic's total bonuses for armor class, saving throws, and attacks. These total bonuses are added to respective die rolls to determine the success or failure of attempted actions during our adventures. Higher results are desirable, so attempting things where you have higher bonuses increases your chances of success.
So now what? We wait for the mechanic to see these specifications and then contact us for the job?
Actually, Captain, I've already found a suitable candidate. I accurately predicted all of your choices based on your personality profile and the ship's needs, and our new mechanic is already here.
What?
Greetings, I am Zenka. I hear you have need of a mechanic aboard this ship and plans to visit many wondrous planets. I would join your crew if you will have me.
Welcome aboard, Zanka. Let's roll.
After you've finished your beginner box adventures, you'll want to pick up the Starfinder Core Rulebook, available at Paizo.com, your local game store, and anywhere else adventure can be found.
Do you have too many dice? And are they taking over your life? Are tall men with lustrous hair stealing your dice with their giant muscles? Do your dice suffer the indignity of a common grocery bag? You need a dragon baggin. Whoa! Dragon baggins are fierce, cuddly, and they love dice almost as much as you do. Not even the meanest bully would make fun of dragon baggins.
Dragon baggin!
Yeah! Find out how to pre-order your dragon baggin by visiting their website today. And watch them heroically guard dice on dragons and things every Friday night on Twitch.
My plan is very simple. We're going to stride boldly forth and meet the enemy head on.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Holy shit!
Defeat any enemy, within or without.
And I shall be within you as well. Also defeating your enemies.
The wrong sound is never right. Don't let the wrong sound ruin the moment at your gaming table. Sirenscape has dozens of sound sets, designed by gamers for gamers, that add the atmosphere you need for epic tabletop gaming. See? The right sound sounds right. Epic games need epic sound. Journey to Sirenscape.com to download the app for free. And be sure to catch Sirenscape in action on Dragons and Things every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch.
Chewing chips, man. That's all I'm doing. Alright? You have to live with it. You have to make peace with it. It's just how it is.
Chewing chips.
Chewing chips. We're back for the second half of our episode. Remember, if you are hosting us, you are eligible to win the tabletop loot dice that we have that we will send out to you. They are so very pretty.
Tabletop loot dice.
Ashley is gone. For all of time.
No.
He was
Cut the feed.
invisible.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Hi guys. I know this.
No,
I
you have
slept
to
with
wake
you
up
last.
first.
Oh wait, no, I didn't sleep with you last
What?
night.
You have to wake
We're in
up before
separate
you can know
rooms.
things.
Oh, hold on. I wake up. I know this.
So you guys wanted to go talk to Bartleby first. That was your big
I
priority.
want to talk to him.
What do you say to Bartleby?
Nothing. It's fine.
You gotta lean in real far.
What do you? Yeah, you guys wanted to go talk to him. He is ready to talk.
Cool. This is everything we've learned. Snake bites. Crazy diseases.
I got it.
It's called. It's
Lady
a
Claret
spell
has
of
it.
contagion.
That's not my name.
Right. Sorry, lady.
Are you familiar with this spell?
Spell contagion. I will make a knowledge arcana check. Go through my records. It's not a spell that I know.
Start.
Sarah BC1 says Lyra looks different.
But better or worse?
Hey.
Said
wanna
just
play a
different. Brian Summers says if Adam's gonna play Lyra, I'm taking my hammer to my computer.
Aw. No, we've missed him, but he can't be my character.
It is not a spell that I am familiar with. I do not know it. I could not cast it myself. But it is interesting that you have found this. I knew there was something going on. Good work. Excellent.
And everyone died by a snake bite.
No one died of the actual diseases. Very interesting. Very interesting. It is good that you are here to help us.
Would you happen to know of a creature with a monkey-faced tiger body and snake tail?
It's a very vague description, and I won't get a very big bonus to my knowledge check for that, but I will try.
It can bite with its snake's tail.
Oh, that's also really weird.
We thought so too.
But I believe there is a magical beast I've heard in legends that may be capable of such a thing that you're talking about. I do not recall its name, but I do recall the description. That would make sense. They say that these things, they are spirits. Spirits of, yes, let me get my notes. Starts looking through these things. Shuffling through pages. Oh, yes, the new. Yes, this is it. This is what I was thinking of. The new. Yes. There are some who believe these to be the spirits of corrupted children. Children who have been twisted by a great evil. No. They prey upon those who have wronged them. They delight in the destruction of things that are strong, things that are proud, things that are pretty, yes. Yes, they would definitely always target the strongest, even though Sire found he was old and very likely to die in the coming years anyway. The fact that he was powerful in this place very likely is what attracted this terrible spirit to him, if indeed this is what we're dealing with.
Does it make them like stronger by killing the strong, or?
Oh no, these things are strong enough as they are. They literally only live to destroy. They are terrible spirits.
Now, do they cut their victims' hair to mark them?
Cutting the
It's
hair.
not a
Let
fashion
me-
statement, this thing.
Let me make another knowledge arcana check. I think we may be uncovering another pattern here. You also may make knowledge arcana checks.
Oh, okay. This is better. This is better. Wait,
See
I gotta
this,
find
Bartleby?
I do.
22.
Very disturbing.
Did you get
She's
it?
better than me.
22. You would think that if you're dealing with some powerful spirit that is casting these spells and getting into people's dreams, you don't know much about what a new is or what it does or anything. But what you do know is that if it's using magic, it could be using a spell known as Nightmare. Nightmare literally allows you to cause somebody to have terrifying nightmares. It robs them of their ability to sleep, and it actually, over time, will slowly kill them, even. They can die from it. And you know that if the creature casting it, or the witch, or the wizard, or the sorcerer, it's an arcane spell, if the person casting that spell has a personal item, or better yet, a piece of their victim, it is almost impossible to resist the nightmarish intrusions.
Also, do I know if dispel magic or or like something? I have things. If that would like dispel, like
It would not.
make it go away.
What you're
Would
saying
not.
is, Sir Krag needs to shave his head.
No.
Then he won't have any hair.
That's not how that
No,
works.
he just
So
said
how
that
do
if
I,
they have
do
a
I
piece
know
of
how
me.
I can protect him? Like from, is there anything that I have or can do?
Another
Do I
knowledge
know that
arcana
through
check.
What?
Make another knowledge arcana check.
Natural 20,
Okay.
28.
Sure. You know that if you're talking about things like this, there actually is a defensive abjuration specifically designed to block this, known as Dream Shield.
How do we get that?
Dream shield.
Diamond dust.
Does Diamond Dust fix that?
No. Diamond
Does
Dust is...
Dream Shield, is that
think
attainable
Diamond Dust
via the store, or like how do we get that?
How do we get a Dream Shield? You need a Marcus. A
Like
Marcus would
that.
have a Dream
we
Shield.
would like to have our Marcus back.
One
but
one
alas,
Marcus would do the trick.
I was just sitting on the couch.
As me.
This guy's self.
This guy's so weird and all. I have dressed up like you. That has happened.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Is
Stuff.
there
In
any way
stuff
to,
days.
now that we have this further information, is there any way to pinpoint where they may be? I'm wondering if perhaps these spirits that are being conjured up in some sort of way, if they could be perhaps based around the children that were lost so long ago.
Are they incorporeal?
Children that went missing from this town. Perhaps you are onto something. Perhaps that is what we are facing. A shadow of our past that has come to haunt all of us. But unfortunately, I could not tell you how to pinpoint our caster just based on this knowledge alone.
The tip of my mind. There were. I'm trying to recall. Right up here. There's a couple of points of places that we've been where it would seem maybe that connection would be more powerful. Does that stir anything within me? For instance, the rock. I forget what it was called.
Crooked Claw Rock.
Crooked Claw Rock. That stirs a memory. Or also there is the place where we fought the Storm Hag herself. The big towering.
Highly likely that a place like that would carry some kind of residual evil, but there's no way of knowing whether that has any connection to... let me give you... I might be able to help you with one little thing. Actually, our good friend Trillia might be able to help. Yeah, the caster of the nightmare could literally be anywhere on this plane.
And are you
However, contagion is a touch spell. So while the caster of Nightmare Nightmare has an unlimited range, anywhere on the same plane as the creature, you can infect their dreams. However, contagion requires a touch.
Well, this would require touch too.
That's true. Yes.
It's just
good
really,
deduction.
It's really bothering me that someone was able to sneak in and cut my hair while I was sleeping.
Yeah, that's really, really interesting.
Brandon
You guys should
30.
set a watch.
Brandon 30 has given me a +1
Jamie,
to my next D20.
Make a knowledge local check.
Knowledge local.
Cleric Ito says, doesn't having a shaved head make you more aerodynamic?
27.
Wouldn't Krag want that to close with the enemy faster? Funny thing about that, didn't you originally write Krag as a shaved head person?
Back in the olden times.
No, don't do that.
Person with a shaved head. That was the original description of Krag.
Guys, I just need to point out that Ben literally put a pillow between me and the rest of the group.
Why?
I don't like the pillow behind my back.
No, I think he's just trying to block me off.
Well, there's
It's truly a blocker.
You know what?
Jim.
Here, you know what? I'll put a
Jim.
pillow between that, so then that way the middle of the group gets squished in.
He doesn't want to receive ads from Trulia anymore.
Trulia.
I hate you. My name is Trillia.
Well, it sounds like true. But hey, Jim.
1 second. All right, go ahead.
He's writing a lot.
Go ahead.
Oh, wait.
Me?
No, you're always it. I was curious, is this spirit, would we know if it was incorporeal? Incorporeal? Whatever it's called.
Incorporeal?
No, without any other knowledge of the creature, you
What?
don't know. Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, you don't.
So
You're
it's
not
not
sure.
like, okay.
So, has there been? I mean, obviously the people that had died. Are there any other witnesses that have seen?
Not that
this-
I'm aware of.
No.
Not that I'm aware of. The other person that you could talk to about such things might be Captain Withers.
Oh, we didn't talk to her yet. We gotta go talk to her. That was the next thing.
Yeah. Can I have my shield?
Oh yes. Here you go.
Thank you.
Jim's starting with thesis.
And did you finish that? Did you finish that diamond dust? Were you
Oh
able
yes,
to,
here you go.
you were-
Diamond
man,
dust.
you are so good, Bartleby.
I am the best.
Man, do you want to join? We need a caster. We need a good caster. We're down.
Oh, I'm very old. I wouldn't.
That's okay.
I'll just slow you down.
No.
You don't know our old. Or yeah, you have that.
He would always
Never mind.
disappear. Like now.
Jim
Will you
Jam,
please get back then?
when you get a second, can you look up the AC bonus of a heavy shield? Because I think I'm doing something wrong. 2. All right, perfect.
And sorry, Sarah Girl
Sorry.
9959
This is a
says
long
we need official spelling for Trellia. It is Trellia, like a trellis.
Give that to
but replace
Jamie.
S
Isn't
with
it on
A.
your thing? Wouldn't it be on your name thing?
Is
Goes.
it? I
Here
don't
it
know.
goes. There's a crawler in the room.
And I would like to.
You have a skateboard.
I would like to look over and peek at what is just being said. No, I kind of sheepishly pull out the sock puppet, sock monkey.
Yeah.
And the ring, and I go, I know you tried this before to try and figure out what it is. I woke up with this in my hand as well. Is there any correlation? I feel very odd. Can you figure out what these do, please?
I don't know anything about your ring, young man. Skull, you say you woke up with it in your hands, yes?
This monkey? This, this...
And you are certain you weren't?
Yeah.
Didn't just go to bed with it?
No.
You didn't just what?
You didn't just go to bed with a sock monkey?
Oh no.
No.
Young man,
It's kind of scary.
I
Pretty cute.
don't know exactly.
Do you want it?
But I would suggest taking very good care of that. Unless it becomes upset with you.
What?
How? What do you...
What?
Good.
Wait, so do you know anything? You don't know, you just know that it's like a...
What does that mean? Bartleby, what does that mean? You want it? Here you go.
Oh no! I do not accept. I do not accept it as a gift. I wanted to make that very clear. I do not accept it as a gift. You are still the owner. Yes. And now, is there any other questions that you have?
Wait, you didn't really answer it, though, and it seems like you know a lot more than you're leading on.
Nope.
Do I have to treat it like a baby?
I'm just saying that you should treat it very kindly.
If I put it in the bag, is that all right?
Have you had any strange nightmares?
I always have strange nightmares.
Yes, but like specifically of like perhaps being trapped in a small dark space that you can't escape from.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, yes. Well, don't do that anymore. I would simply keep it with you and treat it very kindly.
All right. And I'll take it and I have the shield on and I'm like resting it behind it. It's looking at me.
Don't get hit with fireball.
All right.
I don't hit my component.
I kind of stuff it right there so that
I don't know.
it's not pinned. You can move.
Thanks, Bart.
Toby.
Bye. And I think I'm just gonna usher the group away where I can have a chat.
Go ahead.
I would like to take a look around and make sure we're like not being overheard as far as I can.
Sure.
I'm sorry. Are you sure you did not accidentally do this to yourself?
He would
No,
never do
Sir
that.
Krag,
That's
Sir
funny.
Krag in his hair. No, he would.
Why would I cut my own hair?
And you think someone came into your room and did this?
I can't imagine how they could have snuck in on me. With my keen senses, I would.
And
Sleeps through the attack of the giants at the.
you were by yourself all night though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a really bad feeling that I might know who did this to you, or would at least have had access to your room. Who?
The Pale Man.
Who? The captain.
Abigail?
Captain Shelley
Not-
Withers.
no, Captain Hasp.
Oh yeah, she acts like
He's
you
the
know.
captain of the guard of the house.
Okay.
Does he have some kind of weird
They don't
fetish?
care? Nobody has a skeleton key.
Oh.
Oh, that's.
Is he the only one with a skeleton key?
I don't.
I,
I
as
don't know
a
any of them.
servant growing up in that household, does only one person get in all?
I mean, outside of the family, there would have been the captain of the guard. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The head of the service, the head butler would have had access to anywhere, and then any members of the family would have had access to anywhere.
Well, it could also be the butler.
Or the family.
Have you known a butler to work for them that's good at sneaking?
Oh no, Sebastian. He always talked in a gregarious, just a German accent, and walked around dark and gothic, and he was very loud though.
All right. My point being is Hasp is a very skilled scout. He might have been able to sneak in.
Well, let's
Does he have
go.
any powers?
Well, take another look around. He doesn't like people knowing, but he's not a human.
What is he? A snake?
No, he's
Tiger.
not a
Monkey. He has a tiger's body.
Spirit.
As much fun as this game is, no, he's a fetchling.
Fetchling?
A Kyle.
A Kyle?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Do we know what this is?
Make knowledge local checks. Anybody who
I don't have that.
Don't
Local?
have it.
Outsider?
I just know planes.
Planes?
Is
The
it
hell
on a
is
plane?
they're humanoids though.
I know
Huh?
a plane.
We check because they're
What'd you say,
humanoids.
fetchling?
So
A what's it?
A fetchling, a Kyle.
But what does that look like?
Kal-El?
I don't understand.
They look fairly like humans.
But what about them?
No, yeah, they're outsiders with the native subtype, so sure. Yeah, lanes.
Oh, cool! I have that.
6.
17 on the die. 8. 25.
Skill checks I'm not going to do anything anymore.
25? Okay. You know that, yeah, they're said to be touched by the plane of shadows. They are generally, like, I mean, there are lots of... There are not a lot of them, but they can, a lot of times, live among humans completely undetected.
But
They're
touched
typically
by a
very
plane of a
pale.
shadow?
They have very dark hair. They have sort of a connection to shadows. Like, they're usually very, very good at getting, like, sneaking through shadows. And it's said that they can actually disguise their own appearance to look like anybody they want.
Oh.
So she says this.
Oh, I learned.
That's the guy.
Wait,
Did I get a small holy symbol?
Yeah, you have.
All right.
Plane of shadows.
Plane of shadows.
Does that?
Before we get this guy, can you fix me?
Hold
Can
on.
you fix me?
Hold on.
Did
He's got
Plane
to
of
talk.
Shadows, does that have any connection to woe at all? As well?
Oh. Do I know that?
That would be a bigger picture then.
I mean,
right?
you guys literally fought
Yeah,
fought
I
woe
was
in
on
the
the Plane of
corridor
Shadows.
between your plane and the plane of shadows. It's not a far stretch at all.
Well, that was a good observation. Yes, I can fix you. Man bun.
No.
That's better. He said.
I got the diamond dust.
Oh, that's great.
They do the thing.
What are we doing?
Fixing me.
We've gotten cheers from RSTLR and Mama Jim Jam.
Mama Jim Jam, hang on.
What would it take for Lyra to fix me?
She just has to use up the diamond dust and cast restoration on you.
Why is this,
Yep,
why
man
is this
bun.
funny? It's not a man bun.
It does
Why is it-
specifically require her to style your hair into a man bun.
I'm sorry. I thought that's what
She
he
starts
meant.
doing the enchantment
I
and she
absolutely
just
thought that's
takes
what he
his
meant.
hair and
It's not.
That's the somatic component.
I was like, I don't
No.
know. Because I thought we were going to go meet up
Stop
with him.
touching. So what does she have to do exactly? Roll for it?
No, if you have the components,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fine.
Do it?
Yeah.
Not better?
You get rid of the negative level.
Thank you, Jim.
You are
What
feeling
level
quite a
of
bit
spell
stronger.
does that use up for Lyra?
One of our high ones.
Yeah, what level spell
Yeah,
is
it
that?
uses up.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
no,
fourth
it's fine.
level spell.
It's my fourth.
I feel better.
That's
You
all right.
do. You
Let's
feel
go get this
that last
fetchling.
that last
Kal-El.
missing piece of yourself has been restored.
Harry,
Except
I know,
then
it's
there's
Kyle.
another
And
missing
he's
piece
unhappy.
that has not been restored.
No, I put it in
In
man bun.
the hotel room.
that also takes a
That
minus
came
1.
up. That
That
was
hurts,
first
Jim.
because I.
It counts as a
absolutely
negative level, permanent negative level that you
absolutely
can't
not.
get
That's
until you grow
another
your hair back.
negative.
It never
to my-
grows back.
That's another
Yes, it
negative
does.
to my charisma. That's a -2 to my charisma.
Yeah,
So I'm at a -2 now.
So we need to figure out where this thing is at.
that's very true.
So
Hamilton has the
let's
right idea.
find
Here.
this hasp guy.
I say we go talk to the butler, Sebastian. He can let us in to
Oh,
have...
he's not in charge anymore.
Sebastian's not in charge?
No.
What happened to Sebastian?
What do you think happened to Sebastian?
Did he die too, poor Sebastian?
How long have you been gone?
Lots of... very... Yeah. All right, well, let's go find Captain Hasp.
Hasp.
Where do we find him at?
Probably at the manor.
Let's go there.
To the manor. All right,
Sure.
we go.
Okay.
Quick question before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a plan? I
No.
hate to ask that question.
Oh no.
Yeah, we go in, we confront him,
Shield?
and we
I healed him, so we're gonna be okay.
we crush the life out of him.
Yeah, we just go in.
We ask him a few questions. We do. We go in there, we
things,
break things,
Yeah,
we
that's-
hurt people.
I sigh a lot.
I'm gonna put my foot down there because we can't break things
Not
in the
at the
manner that
manor.
I protect.
Well, his bones. We break
Just
him.
his bones. That's all.
Can we make sure it's him before we kill him?
Well,
Sure.
of course.
Yeah. But
We're gonna
if
put him
he's
through this.
suspicious, though,
You also do realize
This long
you're all
interview pro-
already
we're gonna
on
put him on a
thin
trial.
ice in this town, don't you? Especially the three of you.
he's about to die.
I get that,
If
Lady
this
Leela,
guy
but at the
is-
same
Well, he has
time,
at
you
least
have
7
to
days.
be careful.
I got more than 7 days. I haven't had a bad dream yet. What are you doing?
I'm petting Tan.
Oh, right.
Tan?
Yes, I've named him.
Make sure the sock puppet likes the name.
He's a monkey, and
Do
you like the name Tan?
Do we talk to?
I started walking to the manor already.
He doesn't like the name. He doesn't like the name.
You begin walking to the manor.
Kimbleton, where are you? Hey, psst. Do we talk to Shelley Withers first? Let her know what's up since she's the law.
That's
in
a
town?
great idea.
Sure. We need to go somewhere. Hairy monkeys.
Kimbleton just
Kimbleton's
something.
in this town.
Passive
What's
aggressive.
happening?
Let's see Shelly.
Okay.
First, though, brisket, right?
No.
All right, we're at Shelley's.
And
Sure,
I flip
yeah.
my axe backwards and chuck it to bop him with the blunt end.
Get the monkey.
So you go to the sheriff's station, where you find Captain Withers. She seems almost relieved to see that you're here. So glad that you decided to stay. I am glad that you're staying. Yes.
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 Oh, okay, good. And you're helping.
We've almost cracked the case.
Oh, and you haven't cracked anything else.
No.
They're ready to attempt to.
We have an idea. Thoughts? Go, go, go.
There's a guy that cut my hair and he marked me for death, and I'm gonna die in 7 days.
But we think we know who it is.
And there's a monster with a monkey face and a tiger body and a snake tail.
Not
At
It's
this
in the
point,
shadow.
Not you.
these are all stories that we've heard. People missing things. People.
Do you see this?
We looked at all the
Do you
bodies.
think this is a choice?
I
correlates with
don't know what it is. You know what? That actually, there was a young woman who she reported seeing a man in her room with a pair of shears. Yeah, it was just a few nights ago.
a few nights.
I thought it was nonsense, but now you're missing some of your own hair.
And a lot of the bodies that were dead that we saw had that problem as well. So we think
Yeah.
it might correlate.
Who was the woman?
Her name is let me look it up because I didn't realize that I was doing a thing. Lily Haspring.
Willie?
Lily
Yeah,
Haspring?
Lily. Yeah, she
Lily.
reported there was a man who was in her room and she
she
said
have a
that he had a pair of
description?
shears. No, she said she couldn't see his face.
Ooh, shadow. We think we know who it is. But we wanted to let you know that we were going to go talk to this said person.
Talk to him.
Because we just wanted to make sure that we covered all of our bases and you knew we weren't just going after people.
Is there any uniquely identifiable traits about Captain Hasp? Such as, does he wear a specific type of armor? Is there a specific brooch that he's wearing? And anything that would set him apart as an individual?
Wait, you guys are talking about Captain Hasp?
Yes.
I don't know. That
Give
seems
us
like
a
an
chance.
awful big stretch.
Here's the reason why I'm asking. It's because we believe that since Sir Krag, we were staying in the manor, and there was no one else that could have possibly entered besides the butler, who is not Sebastian. I just found out. But it could be Captain Hasp, and therefore, if we can go correlate this with Lily, I believe is who you just said. If we can coordinate that there was perhaps some sort of thing that she saw, some identifiable trait, we could corroborate the stories and have a very specific idea of who did it.
You know what, at this point, I don't even know what to tell you. I mean, I've got people telling me they hear voices in the well, shadows in
Voices
their
in the well?
bedrooms, monsters. Yeah. No, it's someone.
Did you know Captain Hasp is not even human?
Well, yeah, he doesn't like to talk about it.
What do you mean voices in the whale?
I mean, come on, that's no reason to assume that he's done anything.
No, he's just in the shadow planes. It's
That's
dark.
not a human. She's not a human.
Yeah, they're cool though. She's not human either.
She's not a human.
No, but
She's half a human.
he's he's part shadow person.
He has
That's what she said.
I also could detect it.
Oh,
You know
that's
what? You could detect evil.
I could detect evil.
And I can detect
But I
evil.
would like to talk to Lily first. Lily Haspring. But I.
Sure.
But do you know? Do you know? Does anybody know? Does anyone know?
Well, when he's
identifiable traits.
When he is on duty, he wears very similar armor to me, but that doesn't mean he would have been wearing it if he was the one doing this.
Doesn't have a badge.
Do his
Doesn't have a
eyes
name tag that
do his
says
eyes glow red in the
Captain Hasp.
dark?
He doesn't have a matching "Hello, my name is Claret" badge. No.
Okay, yeah. See, that's
Oh,
why I
you know
thought your
what?
name was Lady Claret. I'm
Ryan
sorry,
Summer
Lady
says,
Claret.
even for dragons and things, this is making no sense.
I say we go visit Lily. We just wanted to let you know, Shelley. Sir Shelley. Sir Shelley? Commander?
Captain Shelley
Captain
Withers.
Withers.
Captain Withers. We just wanted to make you aware that that was our plan so that you were in the know.
You know what? Again, at this point, I've heard so many wild stories that if you want to follow up on that, I guess.
Okay.
But I don't expect it to pan out.
We're,
We'll find out, right?
You also.
I mean, we gotta save this guy.
You also mentioned something about people talking about hearing voices from a well. as
Oh
well.
yeah, there was this old woman who came in a couple of weeks ago, and she said that she was out walking at night, and this was again after all the rumors had started, and people were already seeing monsters everywhere and shadows creeping in their bedrooms at night. And she insists that she heard wailing coming from the well, and
Do you sound like children?
I mean, we checked it out. Like, there's, I mean, it's a well. Like, I don't know.
Did it sound like children?
Did anybody go in the well?
I'm not gonna climb down in the well.
not?
That's fair.
You have rope.
And
You
it
can
was
look down
late at
it.
night. Why was she walking late at night? Not good.
People, I don't know.
By herself? That's not smart.
Maybe she couldn't
It's a
sleep.
free country. People can do what they
They
want.
can, but it's not safe. Let's be smart here.
Yeah,
Well, I
but
mean-
the lady hearing voices from the well, did she have nightmares? Was she one that died as well?
No, she was never. That's why we never thought anything of it. She was never one of the, I guess, victims of whatever's happening.
She
How
probably
old was
wasn't
she?
pretty enough.
How was I gonna go there?
Well, that's just rude.
That was rude.
Well, I think we go talk. And let's just be clear. We're going to talk to Captain Hasp.
Yeah, that's what I said.
yeah.
Talk.
We're gonna go talk.
And then if he's it, then or like we're gonna kill him.
Then we're gonna kill him. Okay.
But
To
only
be
if he-
very clear, if he cut Krag's hair, we will kill him.
If he cut Krag's hair, we know the motive, and yes, he will die.
Is he a serial killer? Do we know?
Cool.
He's a serial cutter.
Sneak into his bedroom.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Truly is ready.
So yeah, I mean, you can find Lily Haspring's house without
Yes,
too much of
I
trouble.
would like to just like quickly have her give us a description of what she saw.
Sure. Yeah.
Sketch
When you find Lily Haspring, she's in her home. She's surrounded by family members. She looks like she's been sleeping very poorly of late, and she's very hesitant to speak with you. But when you explain that you mean to help, she sort of makes a visible effort to calm herself down, lets you in. How can I help you?
Is she missing her hair, Jim?
She is. It looks like it's growing back a little bit, but yeah, you can see there's a little
Have you been
bit of her hair has
did you
been
have
cut.
nightmares after your hair got cut? Just
Well, I mean, yeah, I had nightmares, but
I show her my hair.
yeah, it was cut just like that.
I need you to tell us exactly what you saw.
All right. Yeah, see, I was sleeping just in the other room, and I wake up in the middle of the night and I saw this man standing over my bed.
What
He had a pair of shears in his hand, and I couldn't see his face. It was all dark. So I scream and I jump at him and I struggle, but he's so much stronger than I am. He could have killed me for sure, but he didn't.
Did
He
you
just
per-
ran off. He jumped right out the window.
Did you perhaps leave any scratches or
I doubt I hurt him.
Wait,
I doubt it all.
When he jumped out the window, could you tell what direction he started running into?
Oh, I was too frightened. I don't know what happened next.
what type of clothing was he wearing?
Everything was all dark. I know there was a cloak, and I could feel. I don't know. It was too dark. I couldn't see.
Did it feel metally or
No, there
armorish
wasn't
or
metal, but it was like hard, like
studded
maybe
leather?
leather.
What?
Leather.
Everything is all black though.
Black leather. All right.
But his face was like a shadow.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything. It was so dark.
Man's body.
I think so, yeah.
All right. I think that's all we need to hear.
All right.
Bad Design Kills is asking Jim to please say, "Oh no," in that voice. He needs to hear it.
No, I can't do it.
I suppose I do spoil it.
See, I can't do it now. I'm way off track now.
Brian Summers says he was wearing sexy armor.
Where
He
did
had
you
on
get
my
it?
sexy armor.
All right. So,
Oh no.
If you find out anything, by the way, how many days have you been having nightmares?
Oh, I don't know. It's been ever since that night, like a couple weeks ago.
No. What have you been seeing in this nightmare?
Well, I just keep thinking about that man, and I don't know what would have happened if he'd decided if he was gonna kill me. There was nothing I could do.
All right.
I do declare, not my buffon. I had it done for the cotillion.
I want you guys all to know that I did that for Cade Grantham specifically. So if he's not watching. Yeah, he was the one specifically asking for a voice like that.
All right.
Please tell me she clutches her pearls at the same time.
So I think she's about to die pretty soon.
Okay.
Let's go now.
To where?
To talk to Captain Hasp.
Hasp. All right.
Well, here's just outside of the game, my thought process is that I think that Captain Hasp is being used by some other creature, perhaps not of his own volition, in doing so.
Well, does Twiggly say that to him?
No.
So you guys go back
not
to
that
the
smart.
manor itself?
Yes.
Okay.
This
would
is
I know...
total deja vu for me. I think I've dreamed this moment.
What, they die in 7 days?
No, like sitting here next to you and you saying that to me. Weird.
Oh no.
Jim, would I know what Hasp's daily routine was while at the home, at the manor?
Yeah. I mean, you'd have a fairly good idea. I mean, he should be there. He's usually he usually is guarding Abigail herself.
Can we?
That's typically,
Can we get into his room without?
You know that he actually doesn't have a room in the manor. He actually has a house.
Wow.
Clarikito gifted a tier 1 sub to Krillis 1,
Holy cow.
Dalvin, Bobo Gel,
Bobo Gel.
Zane Kyber, and to Hatless Wizard.
Oh,
Hatless Wizard wasn't a subscriber? You didn't... I'm offended.
Did you forget to...
I'm not even in the channel right now. Am I?
How dare you?
Someone pretending to be you then.
We want to go to his house before we talk to him?
No, I'm assuming he had a room in the manor.
He doesn't. He has a house on the grounds.
Maybe we should go to the house on the grounds. What do you think?
Oh God.
What, this is up to you.
This would be so creepy. We go
You're
and
the
we
one
find
who
like all these pieces, like these things of hair, like pinned to the wall or in jars, like
So
this kind of.
Well, I'm a little concerned because this is the man that told me to babysit you guys and keep you out of trouble.
Maybe
he's also my boss.
You know what?
So
we all tend to get into trouble with or without a babysitter most of the time.
Wish I would have known that before I agreed to this, but you know.
Maybe he's trying to frame you.
We have a knock.
Awesome. Yeah. Yep. That's great. Cool.
Just saying.
You brought this to our attention.
And honestly, if you're right, then we're protecting a lot more than just us and Krag. We're hoping, you know.
If your boss is a killer, do you really want to work for that person?
I know, you might be next.
Well, no. Oh. And I think for a moment, her eyes do meet Kimbleton's, just for fear of their conversation earlier. And yeah, I think it's better to get as much knowledge as we can from the house before we confront him. Yeah.
Great. I'll sneak over.
Oh, you
No, no.
Ah, you'll
No.
sneak.
Out of
Ah, yes, you'll
No.
sneak
No,
over.
he does not.
Clang, clang,
Where's
clang.
where's the house located in town?
It's,
You know?
it's actually it's
on
on
the
the ground. It's
grounds.
it's it's on the manor grounds.
How are we gonna get in there without him seeing us? Or
I can make a large commotion in front.
Well, as long as Abigail isn't there, he shouldn't be there during the day. And there's no reason for Abigail to be at his house.
And perhaps I go and inform him of what's been happening. Maybe do a little detecting of evil, and then
Just a little
low-key,
detection of the evil.
low-key.
low-key detection of evil.
I'm not
And,
detecting evil, not detecting
and
evil.
perhaps even though I can't be of very good in stealthy situations, I could perhaps try and talk to this person. And
So
the
we're
rest
gonna
is,
split up.
I'm not afraid.
Well, I know you're not.
I will be
You're
in-
not affected by fear.
I will be
understand.
in. I will be in broad daylight with many guards around.
Do you want me,
I will be on the premise.
Do you want me to try to sneak in?
I would be
I
more
like
than
that
happy
plan.
to sneak in, especially since I would probably have prior knowledge of
I think
some
all
parts
of
of
you
the
should
house.
go.
Why don't you go with
Yeah.
Do you want me to
Clara?
go with you?
I'm saying that all of you should go.
Well, we'll go and keep lookout. We'll keep lookout. You guys go.
Well, that sounds like a Fred and Daphne sort of thing. We're gonna go and we're gonna look out for the two of you.
We got this. We got this.
All right, I will follow your order. So you're going to go cause a distraction. You two
I
are going to keep a
will-
lookout, and we'll sneak in.
I will tell Lady Abigail, and I guess since he will be there,
Keep
Captain
them-
Hasp,
keep them away
everything that we found out.
You're
and
leaving?
Yes, I'm gonna go tell them everything that we found out. Buy us time to look in the building and then see his reactions.
Every time we split a party, it ends up poorly.
It's,
Every time.
it is
I
on
have a really good
the
feeling about
manor
this, though.
grounds.
Every time we split a party, upstairs and downstairs. Oh, regardless.
I really think you should stay with us.
Yes.
Just saying.
I just think that we're on the manor grounds. I think we can all be in an area together in a
I mean, I
moment's
could
notice.
fly.
You can fly. I can run 30 feet per second.
Craig, we could fly when we had it
second?
Per
upstairs,
6 feet.
downstairs, and we were blind.
Okay.
Like he said, it's daytime. There's guards. This is fine. We're doing the sneaky things. We're the bad people.
Yes.
I don't feel comfortable leaving you and Lady Abigail with Hasp if he is this killer.
Yeah.
Abigail, he won't hurt her. He will hurt you if what we think is true is true.
Yes.
So you need to stay with us. Let's all go to his house. We'll see if we can find anything, and then we can confront him.
I agree.
All right. I mean, I wasn't going to confront him.
I don't want him getting any inkling that we
Why would
are
he
onto
not
him.
be with us? He's gonna ask.
All right. We're all going together.
Wait, do you want to be a werewolf? Do you want to be a werewolf? Because everyone else on the couch does.
Fine. I'm being a werewolf right now.
Thank you.
Why are we werewolves?
Because we're moving the story.
Oh, okay. Oh, got it. All right.
Yeah, I'd like to make sure
Inside joke.
Hasp isn't near the house, in the house. Perception
Okay.
check, I don't know.
Sure, yeah. So the thing about it is, you know that it's very difficult. It's intentionally rather difficult to approach from the grounds. Like there's a pretty open area. In the middle of the day, the chances of not being spotted by anybody without some form of aid pretty significantly low.
Shining, clanging over there.
Shining and clanging person is definitely going to be noticed.
One of the reasons why I wanted to do the other way.
But making a person like just observing it, it does not look like there's anybody in the house right now.
Well, we're gonna pretend. We're gonna stand over here, real nonchalant, like,
Yeah.
and we're having
We're
a
gonna look out.
conversation.
Perfect.
Maybe I'll drink from my goblet. You know, we'll just
You'll show
chat.
how it,
You're
like,
showing us
doesn't-
the grounds where you used to.
Of course.
Right. This is where you slept in the stables.
Absolutely. You two, go for it.
Goodbye.
So front of house, back of house, where he's.
I'm gonna use a disguised self on Kimbleton to
Okay.
make him look like one of the other guards.
Oh, I actually have potions of that if you'd like it instead.
Sure. That way there's less question why guards would be going to
So,
see.
yeah, here you go.
It's a personal spell only.
Oh,
You can
right.
only
So,
target yourself.
I have a
with it.
potion of disguise,
Okay.
so.
It is personal.
Hey, sure.
Do I get taller?
You're right.
Yeah. No.
No?
Oh,
I have one more
cute.
if anyone else would like
You can
to.
seem a foot taller or shorter.
That makes me 5'1".
Hold on to it.
All right, you're just a very short. You're Dana-sized.
I'm a short guard.
Yeah, sure.
And I
A
say,
taller guard.
I
than
say,
you would have
here,
Yeah.
here's this big troll horn. If you suspect anything is wrong, just blow it. We'll come running.
Wait, I'm sorry. Troll horn? Is that going to bring trolls?
So if anything
to
goes wrong on the stealth mission, blow
Blow
this
the giant
horn. That will alert it.
Oh, yes.
No, you know what?
Take this
might
drum
need
kit
a
with
way
you.
if
We don't have message anymore.
Get into trouble.
I'm just
this
messing
could
with
be
you.
a good way to signal you sure. Hold on to it.
Good. You have a big horn.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
We're going to attempt to get stealthy and go inside.
Okay. Are you guys just gonna walk up as guard, like, or are you just gonna try to stealth it, or what do you want to
I
try
would
to do?
say walk around like we're
Patrol.
patrolling. Like, is there a side door?
Side door or back door?
Back door? Do you know of?
No.
Window?
Then let's
Windows,
stealth
yeah.
it.
Windows and front door.
Windows and front door.
No, back windows. Just front windows and front door? There's back windows?
Yeah.
Yes, Krag. Yes, stealth team Krag. There's a back
I think
window.
stealthing
This
is
is alpha,
our
this
best
is
option right now.
Yeah.
All right. Stealth it
Make a
is.
sneaky way around.
That is a 34.
There's drinking here.
That's a 27.
Okay.
Good job.
You wait until you're looking around, making sure that you're not being observed. There's not a whole lot of it's not stealth in the traditional sense. You can't really slink through the shadows in the middle of the day around a house where it's pretty clear. But you time it where you're pretty certain no one's watching you, no one notices, and you just kind of get around the back of the house. You wait a couple of seconds, nobody says anything. You don't hear any shouts of alarm.
We make like a big commotion of laughing so that if people are looking, they like look at us.
While perceiving.
You guys just break out laughing, and a lot of people do look at you. Very oddly. They think that you guys are absolutely insane.
So we start checking the back windows.
Yeah. Can we see through the windows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything we can perceive from there if we don't have to actually enter the.
Sure, make a perception check.
18.
Okay.
29.
I mean, in the room you're looking in, everything looks really normal. You don't see, like, you didn't leave his window open and a big
Yeah.
poster that says "People to Kill."
And hair everywhere.
But it's good to check. You gotta know, just in case.
We can try another window, or we can go in.
So let's try this one. I mean, I had a pretty high perception. It looked
Yeah.
alright, so try to open the window.
Okay. Opens. Slide it up. Very carefully.
Do you need a
Lady, would you-
boost?
I was going to say, would you like a boost?
I don't think I need a boost. I'm not worried about me.
I'm still 5'1". I could probably use a little bit of a boost.
I'll boost him.
Okay. You guys can easily get into it.
It's at this point that Lady Claret turns into a snake and eats Sir Kimbleton.
Good thing you're out of the jam. At this
Eat him.
point.
All right, you guys are in this like looks like a personal study.
A study.
There's a desk and a chair. It doesn't look like it's used very often. The desk itself is pretty clear of things. Like there's no clutter, no mess. You would be surprised if he ever really comes in here. It's just a room.
Tidiness is the first sign of.
So it doesn't look used. I'd like to leave that room and check the next.
Sure. Yeah, you
area.
step out into a living room. There's a hearth and a table with some chairs around it in case he ever has company. There is a short flight of stairs that leads down to a basement. Krag's already there. Krag wakes up and knows this.
Oh, my shirt.
And nothing really looks
Nothing.
out of place.
Yeah, not everything. This looks like a
books,
normal house.
Any journals or anything we see?
You don't see any.
locks of hair.
That's just what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Any other doors?
There's a little like archway that goes into like a bedroom, but it's actually open. And again, a lot of this place, it doesn't look like he's here very often. This is like the house of a man who like has a place where he sleeps, and then like he works the rest of his day.
Downstairs.
I always fret going downstairs, but yes.
All right.
I've been told, and I find out too, that hags live downstairs in basements a lot.
I think you have some misinformation there, but...
Oh, no. I know.
All right.
Venturing.
Down the stairs we go. As quietly as possible.
And just to be safe, I'm going to pull out, at least, I'm going to pull out Frosty.
Pulling out Frosty.
I'm going to say Frosty, so he's right there.
You get to the bottom of the stairs. There's a door.
Stealthily open it.
You would, if it were not locked.
Oh, wait a minute. She's not here with us.
26 on lookout, Jim.
You guys don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Oh.
So it's locked. Check. Oh my goodness.
I wish I was there. Just kick the door in.
Just smash it open.
Just break everything.
Break the door.
Blow the horn. You know, I have a horn.
Can anyone just
I have a signal
detect
horn
magic?
that I bought.
Yeah, can I detect magic beyond the door?
You cast detect magic, and you do not sense the presence of magic.
Good to know.
They're talking, and I'm like,
We try going back upstairs, checking that desk, see if we can find a set of keys anywhere.
Make a perception check.
where the fuck is Alex?
30.
Yeah, wait. She just disappeared.
What?
32.
She's been gone for days.
You guys do see on the hearth, under a little like painted stone.
Hide
It
a
has
key?
it has a little heart drawn on it,
A stone?
Hide a key.
and you find a key.
Let's do it.
Is there anything special about the stone? Nothing special about the stone?
No.
Alright, we grab the key, we go back down,
Yeah.
we unlock the door.
Or a 10.
And we stealthily open the now
Click,
unlocked
click.
door, maybe?
You open the door, and it swings in, and there's a dark, cluttered basement beyond.
I'll throw up some dancing lights.
Sure.
Yes.
The three of us had the exact same thoughts.
And draw my bow, and I will walk in.
So, you walk in. Are you going with her?
I'm right behind her.
So you guys go in there. You're looking around, and you see that the basement is finished with quality stonework. And there are several trunks and boxes scattered about the room, but no other furniture.
Treasure chests.
We found them.
You
and I did.
You throw up these dancing lights, and they're dancing around, and it illuminates the area. And you see on the wall a painting of two large, monstrous eyes.
Oh.
And underneath it is the phrase, "It feeds," in large, bold letters. And I need each of you to make a perception check.
That's Alina.
27.
Okay.
That's a 19.
19, alright.
Wow. Pretty high.
I'm not claret. I can't use my claret dice. I do have a reroll. I can use my reroll. 22.
You also have a plus
22.
3, but you have another reroll. You have 3.
I'm gonna save my 2.
You guys are standing there, watching this, just dumbfounded by this painting. You don't even notice that the light doesn't fall on these two patches of shadow that elongate and reach out towards Kimbleton with jagged claws in a surprise round.
Damn it!
Roll initiative.
I have
And
to
you-
surprise round.
You great. This will be fantastic.
Wait, does Claret act on a slide on or does Trillia?
There's a wild magic to be resolved as well.
Same character sheet.
It's all been a lie!
21.
Yeah, you have
21
wild
on that
magic you.
initiative.
Oh no!
Yeah, wild
What'd you
magic. I know about that. Don't worry, I didn't forget.
Initiative.
18, Jim Jam.
All right, I don't know why you're rolling initiative. You're never gonna get to go.
13.
Hoping this horn gets blown.
Kimbleton. Then Claire.
What is that? Oh, my cape is blown up.
13. What did you say you were at?
18.
18.
I get surprised my cape stiffens.
In a surprise round, both
You're
of
not
these
gonna
shadows are going to reach out to try to touch Kimbleton's flat-footed. This is flat-footed and touch.
Flat-footed and touch.
So you don't get your dex bonus. It's your touch AC minus your dex bonus.
Oh, yeah. 10?
Whoa.
My touch minus my dex?
Yeah.
Gross. Alright.
Is it 10?
Reaches. Oh yeah, that's gonna get you. I'm not even gonna bother asking.
Why even roll?
Are you sure?
Because he can roll a 1. There's always a 1 in 120 chance that you'll miss. Okay, Kimbleton. You feel both of these things, like the shadows just pass right through you, and you feel this cold that blossoms in your chest and expands into your limbs, and you feel your strength being drained away. Both of them hit you in the surprise round. You take 4 points of strength damage from the first one. 5 points of strength damage from the second hit.
That's 9 strength damage.
That is 9 points of strength
You can't
damage.
die from your strength damage.
You
You
can
go
become
paralyzed.
and then
die.
Well, the funny thing about these is that's not quite what happens when you reach 0 strength. Claret,
Yeah.
or whatever we're calling you, Trillia, roll a d20 as wild magic surges about you.
Oh my gosh, you
better hope
haven't
it teleports you
rolled on
around.
I hope you don't just float there and fall down.
It bounced off my coat can.
That was pretty fun.
Jim.
17.
17!
Now, high numbers aren't very good in this sometimes because
You
you'd
know
be
what?
undead.
You're feeling incredibly lucky. You feel like you're about to go on a winning streak, but you have to remember that the longer you ride the edge, the closer you come to disaster. 1 through 8 is now a critical failure for you. 9 through 20 is a critical success. Every success increases the failure range by 2.
Are you kidding me? So if I hit a 9 through 20, then it goes 1 to 10, 11 to 20?
Yep. And
That's
this
awesome.
lasts for as long as you choose to be on the ride.
And you're on it for a long time.
All right, and now it is round 1.
Choose to
It's her
stop
turn.
it?
She
I get
acts
a-
She acts in the
surprise.
surprise round. That's correct.
Can I make a knowledge roll on what these things are?
This would be knowledge religion.
Nah.
I have that. Who has that?
I think maybe out of a little bit of fear, I'm gonna use. I just scream, Court of Shards.
Cord of Shards. All right.
No, I avoid Kimbleton.
Avoiding Kimbleton, of course.
talking
All right.
about the fact that
There's going to be a
roll
reflex save on my part,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
What is
I
that?
do have that +3. The first reflex save is an 18 on the die, so that's going to be
Yeah.
Jim Jam, you don't have a reroll though.
I think I do.
No, you don't.
No,
The
he
second
doesn't.
one is going to be a 16 total.
Yeah.
That passes?
Yeah.
Both of them. All right. So both of them are unfazed by your scream. Now it is round 1, and they're both. I guess one of them actually is probably going to come for you.
Yeah.
Standing there, it's going to try to reach out and grasp at your throat.
Oh, I hate
This is against your touch AC, and that is going to be a 24.
Oh my goodness.
All right, that is 6 points of strength damage.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Gimbleton, this one's coming at you.
Gimbleton's
What's your
not
strength
gonna
at?
have a strength.
What?
Your strength's at 1?
No, what'd you say?
Oh, never mind. Actually,
You
don't
said
tell
what?
me.
No, I didn't hear what you
I
asked.
want to be surprised.
I think you said.
This might not have done it. This is against just flat, straight out touch.
Just
This is
straight
going
up
to
touch
be.
this time?
Technically, he hasn't acted yet, Jim Jam.
Oh, he hasn't acted.
Why
yet.
you gotta say things like that?
So it is still flat-footed touch.
Now we need a ruling though.
Rules.
Huh.
He's got a +2.
I think that counts.
To his AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So no dex bonus. Touch with no dex bonus. So the same armor class as against last time. I might have missed you. It's going to hit armor class 8.
You don't hit me.
It don't hit you. Okay. So they both reach out, and you get your strength sapped away. You somehow, like, just maybe fumbling backwards, manage to avoid getting hit, and it is now your action.
Yeah, they totally hit. I'm gonna bring that horn up and I'm gonna blow it.
You're gonna blow the horn.
Performance check.
Perception checks outside. They're down in the basement of this house.
16.
29.
We need to reroll, Craig.
That's a 22.
22.
Sorry.
Krag, you very faintly think you hear the sound of a horn.
There's trouble.
Here we go.
Okay, you begin making your way. Quigley, you already rolled initiative. Krag, you roll.
As
Yeah.
bonus action. Not bonus. Yeah.
Well, there's so basically it's standard action to blow the horn. You have a move action.
Well, I was gonna say as my free action, do aspect of
Okay.
the tiger on myself
Sure.
and the lady
Sure.
Claret. So your dex goes up. You get a +4 to your dex.
15 to my
15?
initiative.
All right, so that puts you.
Roll initiative.
11.
So you're at 22.
Oof. So next round, you guys will be able to act.
What's your max dex bonus?
Trelia, you get a little boost because he gives you aspect of the tiger, which is a +2 to dex.
+4
Yeah.
to dex.
+4 to dex, so it's a effective +2.
Yeah.
+2 to
And it is your action.
I want to wait on that. I'm, for the time being, gonna tell Sir Kimbleton to retreat.
Tell Kimbleton to retreat.
And I'm gonna get to the doorway.
You're gonna move to the door.
Bye, Kimbleton.
Oh wait, they're behind us. To the doorway.
Well, I'm just
right?
saying, like, if you're just taking a move action, it's gonna provoke an attack of opportunity.
I take a 5-foot step and then my move action.
You can't do that.
It's a full retreat.
Full retreat.
Yes. Okay. You could full withdrawal up the stairs. She yells at you like run, and then she does the exact same thing. She flees these living shadows. Unfortunately, they get to go before you, Kimbleton. And you being the only target in the room, they come for you.
How close are we?
Bye, Kimbleton.
No.
This is now against your regular touch AC. Attack number 1.
He just got the
Nope, that's it.
folio.
Oh.
That is a 22 against touch AC
Oh.
on the first one.
On the first one, yeah.
You take 5 points of strength damage.
I'm at 0.
You feel
I know what I want to do.
a cold ripping sensation from inside your chest, and everything goes black. And for just a brief moment, just before you die, you see your own shadow rise up out of your chest and stand above you, waiting for the next victim. It is Quigley's turn.
Did you just? No.
Krag tells you the horn
I'm
has been
running.
sounded.
Running.
You run. You can get to the
door of the house with a full run.
Yeah.
Or no, if you're gonna do a full run, you could get inside.
I-
You see Clarette standing at the top of the stairs.
Bust open the door as I.
You bust through the door. You see Clarette is like rushing up the stairs to meet you.
What's going on?
Krag, it's your action. Quigley bolts, running. Now people are watching. They're like, "What's going on?" They see him like literally bust through the front door.
Double move, fly.
Okay.
Where would that get me to? Down.
I mean,
I fly.
I mean, yeah, you can get. I mean, because
Past.
you still got to go through the door, so like you're gonna get, yeah.
But it wouldn't get me farther.
No, not really.
Okay.
All right. You can get into that living room. It is Trillia's turn.
In my mind,
Yes.
the way I see this happening is Quigley, me reaching the top of the stairs as Quigley busts through, and I turn around to see Kimbleton there.
Mm-hmm.
And all Quigley sees is Trelia morph from the gorget.
You see, yeah, the scales on her neck expand and blossom, covering her entire head, and she is now a serpent creature.
And all Quigley says is, "I'm immune to fear. I'm immune to fear. I'm immune to fear."
I book it down the stairs, and I would like to attempt to bite one of the closest thing.
Okay, make a bite attack.
Is that just plus base attack, or
Yeah,
with
it should just
melee?
be whatever your melee attack is.
What about with the mod that she currently has?
The what?
The -6 mod.
Oh yeah, well yes, it is. Her strength is affecting this. Yes.
So that's a -3.
Unless you
Yeah.
want the wild magic, so you just roll
Oh yeah.
dice anyway.
That's true. That's true. It doesn't. So 1 to 8 is a critical failure. 9 to 20 is a critical hit.
Critical hit.
17.
17. It is a critical hit. Now these are incorporeal creatures. They're immune to crits, and your bite does not count as a magical weapon, so it passes right through it. And your crit failure chance is now 1 to 10. 1 to 10, 11 to 20.
This is why did you do this?
You don't know. He's just standing at the. It is Lyra's turn.
Okay, so have I reached him?
You can basically get up to where the rest of them are. Yeah.
Okay. Can I see him?
See him? I'm at the bottom.
No,
of the
you
stairs.
basically you're standing at the. You could be at the top of the stairs, basically.
So I see her.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap.
Maybe you see a
And do
snake.
we know these are incorporeals?
I mean, you see her like they're shadows.
Okay,
they're
but we can
living
see
shadows.
those.
Yeah. Make a knowledge religion check. You have that, right?
Yeah. 20 on the die.
20 on the die. These are shadows.
So I can
Shadows
see them?
are terrible spirits that drain the strength of their victims, and anybody who reaches 0 strength becomes a shadow themselves.
We actually fought one before.
I have a
Back
question.
on desk.
Can I see them?
Yes, but now you've had your full round action was to get into that space. So next round you can start doing things. It is their turn, and there are now 3 shadows in the room. One of them is going to come up the stairs and take a slice at Lyra, who's standing there looking down at him.
I mean, you should let Kimbleton control the one shadow.
I mean,
Well, actually, technically, last time I was under Jim's thrall, I was
You actually
terrible
might
at
be
it.
better
that's
now.
true. He did a bad job.
Jim's like, I don't want Adam to control himself.
Yeah, but touch your
Against
better
your
at
touch
it.
AC. This is
You can
14.
Just probably assume. Yeah.
14
you
against
got
touch.
me.
Okay. Your deflection bonus counts for this.
What?
So that ring of protection you have. So whatever your touch is, add 1 to it, because I think that deflection
Then it's
wouldn't
a
be
14.
14.
on
Okay,
a
so
touch.
meeting it does. That's a.
Do I add 1 to the flat foot total and the touch?
No, I'm just talking about the touch. Like, so what's your touch AC? What's it say?
13.
13. So you do get to add the +1 because you get that deflection bonus and it counts against the incorporeal creatures.
And that's because
But-
of my ring?
Yes, because of your ring of protection.
Okay.
However, a 14 meets, which goes to the attacker. So it does hit you, but it's
But
not.
maybe next time.
It's gonna deal 2 points of strength damage to you. The other ones are down there. They're gonna go for Trelia. Against touch. 11. 11 against touch for the first one.
Not gonna hit.
Not hits, and then the second one. 17 against touch.
Hold on, I'm trying to do math. Is Dex in touch?
Dex is
yes, so
it's
no,
all
it
Dex
doesn't
based.
touch. It doesn't hit me.
Dang, that's a saucy Dex.
17.
Huh?
Do you keep that buff?
Yep.
That was 2 attacks against her, and
my
he
buff
gave
for
me-
me
doesn't get natural.
Well,
armor.
both attacks
that-
missed.
But he also gave me.
It's
that,
gone.
That buff is gone.
So I would be at.
It did. There were 2.
That-
Now there's
that gives
3.
you a natural
One went
armor.
upstairs.
Look
2
at
of them
your-
attacked
look at
her.
your
One of
flat
them attacked her. So yeah,
I'm not flat-footed.
Look at your
you're not
touch.
flat-footed.
No
Right.
natural armor.
Okay, so
14.
14, 15, 16,
Why?
and my buff is off. Dex.
That's.
This is
oh,
different.
I got
This
you.
is
I
from
got you.
my
I got you.
necklace, Gorget. So it's a 16 instead.
Okay, so it does hit.
Yes.
But it's not a gimme. You actually have a pretty solid chance of avoiding these guys if you can stay on your toes. 1 point of strength damage. 1 point of strength damage from the shadow, and that takes us now to Quigley's turn. Technically Kimbleton's turn, but he is a shadow.
I like to do this. I want to vomit right now. This is
Yes.
horrible. Do I feel like they're connected to the painting?
You don't even know what... I mean, well,
Have
she
you
tells you
seen
that,
the
like, no.
painting?
Like, the shadow is no.
Do I feel like a vial of holy water would do more damage than...
They're undead incorporeal creatures. You could do... you can hit them with
I'm
holy
gonna
water.
just chuck a vial of holy water
Sure,
down
make
there.
a range touch attack.
All right. I think I only have one. Yep, I only have one. 17 on the die plus my 12.
That'll do it.
What? How many do I roll?
1d6.
That's not a lot. 5 points of damage.
All right. This holy water actually it hits the ground and erupts underneath the feet of this creature, and the holy water actually like splashes on it as if it were solid and bursts into blue flames. And this creature actually like almost lets that like you actually almost hear this like hissing sound, but it's way too low. But there's an element of agony to it. You can tell that this is definitely very badly hurted, and it is now Krag's turn.
What do I see? Where did you say I ended up?
You were in the room.
Did I see everything?
Yeah. So there's which one were you attacking? Because there's one that came up the stairs to attack her. Then there's the 2 down below.
Can I get to the down below ones?
Yeah. I mean, you would basically like throw it over. Yeah.
Because I mean,
That's fine.
she
Yeah, no,
bolted
I got you.
downstairs.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So you see, there's this shadow like trying to claw at Lyra.
Can they be in the light? Do I remember that they from fighting before is light bad for them? I thought light is bad for them.
They don't have any listed weakness to light.
So Lyra's engaged with one.
Yes.
Are you jealous about that?
No. Can I flank this thing?
No.
She's not. It's attacking her. She's not attacking it.
Incorporeal creatures like it doesn't matter.
Flying up next
Force!
to it.
Force magic!
Flying up and hitting it.
Okay.
Is your Sonic...
Sonic doesn't.
It's not. It's different than Force.
It's all because if it's just a magic weapon, it's all going to be half damage no matter what. Like it's all just half damage.
But Sonic damage is different than Force damage.
Yes, it is.
33.
33 is a hit. Yes. Now there is. Let's see.
28 damage.
corporeal spells and effects that do not cause... Okay, hold on. Blah, 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 blah. I just want to make sure that there isn't a... Yeah. I think you're good. So it just does half damage. So what was that? What was your total? 28?
28, so 14.
All right. You feel like this slight resistance as you pass through this creature's shadowy form, and you can actually see parts of it just get like torn away from its central mass. But it is still alive-ish, if that's a word for it.
Spirits that we are currently fighting.
And after Krag, it is Trillia's turn.
All I can do is try to bite again.
You can use your weapons. You don't. Yeah,
With
like
hand-
you can.
I would need hands.
No, you are not. Yeah, like you have hands.
Oh.
No, yeah, sorry.
I thought I was a giant full.
No, you're like no.
Oh,
Yeah. You know, you
then
have
yeah.
hands and feet, and yeah.
Okay.
You're just a scary evil monster.
Got it. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the dang thing.
You're gonna want to take a step back.
Yeah, well, I'll take a step back. Thank you.
Okay, sure.
5-foot step back.
You take a shot. There's one that has like these little bits of blue flame on it, and one that hasn't been touched by anything.
I'm gonna go after the
Looks a
one
little
with
shorter than the
the blue
others.
flame.
No.
No.
not him.
Other one.
Okay, the shorter one.
With my +1 longbow.
Okay.
Which one is which? Does
Yeah,
she
do I know which one is which?
She's a snake
You
monster.
did just say the short one.
Yeah.
So the
You can-
short
yeah,
one is
yeah.
the...
I
You're allowed to make. Yeah.
I
you-
don't want to hit him.
You don't want to hit him.
No.
Okay, then the one that got affected by the holy water is the one that that is not him.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
Critical hit.
Critical hit, 27.
Sure.
God, what's the
Times
range
3 crit.
They're immune to crits.
They're immune to crits.
They're immune to crits, but if it's a magical weapon, you can still do half damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, it was a 16 plus 11. So,
Yeah, I mean, you're literally your crit like it's an automatic hit because you rolled above because you're on that
Auto
lucky
20.
streak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll
So
damage.
it's
So
not,
you-
yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
roll damage. Yeah.
It just doesn't.
7 points of damage
Okay.
is what I would have rolled plus my thing. So is that
Halved.
7
half?
plus what thing?
So
So
7 points.
7 is what I would have.
7's total.
Yeah, 7 total, but you're having it.
So it's 3.
Yes. Okay. Good. I got you. I'm with you now. This one, the arrow passes through it, not harmlessly, but almost harmlessly. It's looking.
This is
It's tough to say how they're looking because they don't have corporeal bodies, but you are definitely dealing some damage to them. Lyra,
The
there's
one
a shadow
front
up in
of
your
me,
business.
How close is it?
It's
up on
it's
you.
in your face.
Okay, I would like to scoot back. a little
Okay.
bit.
You scoot back a little bit.
And I would like to, actually before I do that, I want to cast Ghostbane Dirge on it.
Okay. Ghostbane Dirge.
Before you scoot back?
And then I would like to...
So she's casting before her 5
No, you want to scoot.
She
and
did
then-
specifically
I
say
don't-
that she was
No,
going to
she
scoot back and
specifically
then
just-
yeah.
she specifically
No,
said
I said
before
that I
she
was
scooted
going to
back,
do it
she was
before,
gonna
but
do
I
it.
didn't think that that mattered. I was just casting.
You know that it matters
You
because
know
we
it
do this all the
matters.
time.
Yeah,
Damn it.
you're well aware.
Fine.
So she cast it
Go
before
for
stepping
it.
back.
I know.
You can cast defensively, but I mean, again, you
I
did.
mean, I am casting
You said
defensively.
you
it
scooted.
just attached me.
And then you said no
Attacked,
before that.
and then I
You
did.
said
I
s-
did.
You
I
did.
said
Okay,
I went
it's
down.
fine. Make a concentration check.
This is awful. Incorporeal creatures.
I know,
Awful.
you cried
Bad
the
news.
whole...
Okay.
26.
26. Okay, yeah. You pass your concentration check. You cast the spell. It gets a will save to try to resist becoming corporeal for a moment. Which, with a 20 on the die, is going to pass its save. So it is unaffected, but you do take a 5-foot step back, getting
Yes,
away
I
from it
do.
slightly.
Jim, retroactively,
Yes.
I had gotten a rune stone that puts ghost touch on my hammer.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna ghost touch your face with a shadow.
Check the coffee cup behind you.
You'll see. I haven't been breathing for the last 12 episodes.
It can happen.
I am incorporeal.
Against
Jim.
your touch AC, Mr. Kragling. That is going to be 18.
Oh, yeah.
I gotcha. All right, you are going to take 5 points of
Mother.
strength damage. And then I'm going after the ones at the bottom of the stairs.
We gotta get out of here.
They're going after. They're gonna take a little shift up. Attack number 1 against.
I did throw a vial at one.
Snap. That is actually only an 8 against you, which I'm pretty sure is a miss.
Yeah.
So I got one more. The 8 misses, but the 24 will not.
Oh, please roll. Oh.
That is 4 points of strength damage.
Guess how many shadows are there now?
Oh,
no.
I lost 5 of B team member.
Did we just lose both?
You guys watch the shadows just
For serious?
they
I'm at -1
coalesce
strength.
around her, and it just like reaches into her and rips, and as it does, it pulls out this shadowy form, exactly the same size and shape as she is, and she just collapses.
Lyra,
like
you
a
can have that
puppet
collar now.
with its strings cut. And it is Quigley's turn.
Can I charge this one in front of me?
Okay.
I charge the one.
You'll need an acrobatics check to charge down the stairs.
16 on the die.
Okay, that does it. You get down the stairs with your sword held high.
And I radiant charge.
Radiant charge. All right.
13 on the die.
Okay.
Plus my plus 14 plus 2.
That is a hit.
Silent H says.
Which shadow are you targeting? I mean, the closest one would be the one that is Clarette's shadow. That's the one that would be the one you hit first.
Yep.
Okay. Roll. That's a definite hit. Roll damage.
Yeah.
All right. This is. It is 9 points of regular damage.
And that's a magical longsword, right?
Yes. Okay. Magical bastard sword, and then it is 20 points of holy damage.
So all of that, so 24 gets halved to...
No, 29 gets halved.
Right, 29 gets halved to 14. Okay. I mean, this blinding white light just pulses through this new shadow, and it is now Krag's turn.
And that is not enough.
14 is not enough.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Mm.
I power attack this thing again.
Okay.
And we have to leave.
All right, go for it.
Oh! So.
You gotta reroll +3.
All right. 27.
27 is a hit.
24 damage.
24, it explodes into motes of shadow under your hammer, just dissipating into nothingness in an instant. Lyra. The shadow that was facing you, gone. Quigley is down there. Now there are 3 shadows down there.
So I hear him say we have to leave.
Yes.
And I yell down in Celestial to him.
Okay.
That we're leaving. We have to get out of here.
You didn't understand what I said.
I yell back, force magic!
Well, I know I have to.
Oh, you have to leave.
Absolutely.
Force magic!
He yells back, force magic.
I have that.
Yeah, you left us though. Put your hand down.
You've
left
used
us.
it before, the magic missile.
What?
Your ring that does the magic missiles. Like,
Yes.
you've done that before against Incorporated. You know it works.
But he would get hit, yeah?
No,
Magic missiles are
no.
like magic missiles hit whatever you tell them to hit.
Then I want
Never
to use
hits
that.
Okay.
Acid
Magic
arrows.
missile.
Magic missile. What do you want to target?
The not them.
Not them? Okay.
No, just the other
Okay.
guy.
So roll damage. Force damage is full effect. There's 3d4.
Okay. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. And since you struck not them, that one, which had already been hit by the holy water and by the arrow, explodes into motes of shadow, leaving the only 2 shadows left now are the newest members of the Shadow
And
Clan.
we see it's them, because you said it's their
They
shape.
do have the same vague shape
How do we
of your
fix
former
them?
friends.
We have to fix them.
They both are going to attack Quigley.
Get out quick.
It's a 17 on the die for the first one.
Yeah.
And that is an 18 on the die for the second.
You hit me with a 12, so yeah.
No, I know. The first one deals 1 point of strength damage. The second one deals 1 point of strength damage.
Gotta get out.
Yeah, Jim was not happy
And
about that.
it is your turn.
These are my friends, Jim Jam. Leaving them down here to be shades would not be a true calling from the church. I can't leave my friends like this. I have to put them to rest. And so I'm full round attack actioning the one that I've already struck.
Okay. Go for it. Full round attack.
And I yell back exactly what I just said.
You got +3 quickly.
All right. Dirty 20 on the first one.
That is a hit.
That is going to deal 8 points of damage.
Okay. And the first, and that shadow is destroyed.
Well, then I wouldn't have done the other 2 attacks. But I already said it, so Lady Claret's shadow is destroyed.
Dissipates into nothingness.
And I wait there.
Okay. Krag.
He's not leaving.
He keeps
He
yelling
just
for you guys
yelled
to
that-
run, and then, but you haven't seen him come up the stairs.
He didn't say to run. You just yelled that.
You weren't leaving.
Didn't he say he wasn't leaving and he was?
Yeah.
You turd.
They're our friends.
I'm gonna go down and kill my other friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess I fly. Can I get past him?
Yeah, you can move through an ally square, but you'll provoke an attack of opportunity from his shadow.
Sure.
All right. Reaches out to touch you. Oh, that is a leaner. With 26.
Yep.
You take 6 points of strength damage.
Are you?
He's only as strong as a baby dragon now.
Dude, I'm
He's still got, like,
I'm a
30
regular.
strength
I'm a
somehow.
regular dude. Almost.
He's just a normal man
I'm
now.
almost as a normal man.
This is unacceptable.
God, what's my?
A 13 is a +1.
Yeah, you're actually still stronger than the average man.
Barely.
Oh my gosh.
That affects my attack.
Yes.
So I take a
-6.
minus
Yeah.
6 to my.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I need a big roll here.
You do have a reroll. You have a +3.
Oh. 18.
18 on the die is going to do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
A
26.
dirty 20.
That's 100% a hit.
And I also lose on damage too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
18 points.
18.
So
All right. So
9.
halved is 9 points of damage. You guys are sticking it out, fighting this creature 1-on-1, 2-on-1. Can be 3-on-1. Your friend, like everybody was like run, and then like they always do, they just immediately charged back in.
Right. This is really hard.
Remember the gargoyles?
Force magic.
She just used it. That's a once per day.
She told you earlier she's gonna.
She got to pass a UMD.
What?
I mean, yeah, it's a roll to die.
I have a GM question, Jim.
Yes.
Because Krag gets his strength bonus from an item,
Yeah.
can he go negative?
Yeah, you can still reach 0. Yes.
And I can't bring them back. Like, nothing I have can bring them back.
There's nothing you have that can defeat like this
Like
like what's
stabilize,
like literally like their very
restoration.
essence has been ripped from them and then is destroyed. Like, there's no coming back from becoming a shadow.
Alright. I cast Ghostbane Dirge on him.
Maybe cast Ghostbane Dirge on it? Okay. It is a will save once again. I don't know. This one could go either way.
Give a
With
plus
a
3, Jim, by the way.
Rady's back.
It's safe.
Rady's back.
People paid for it.
Rady's back.
It's a 16.
Saves
With,
it.
no. You didn't.
What if I added 3 to it?
19.
I don't want to tell you.
So that it was a 19.
You get it.
Then that's a pass.
Okay. He used it. Thanks, Rady.
It's true.
The people paid for
The
it.
people paid. The people decided.
Ah, the troll is
The
angry.
troll is angry.
I'm not angry. I'm just sad he's done.
It is now its turn.
The troll scares me. I just
1 to
realized
2
he's there.
is Quigley. 3 to 4 is Krag on a D4.
1 to 2,
Shadow.
1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Thank you.
A 1. It reaches out to touch our good buddy Quiggles. With a 12 to hit touch AC.
Just hits.
4 points of strength damage. It just sucks the strength out of you. And it is your turn, Quiggles.
Yeah, full round attack action.
All right.
Taking a -3 to all of these. I don't think one of them hits. 17 is my best.
17 hits.
Okay, 10 points of regular damage.
Okay.
The shield is going to be a 16.
16 is a miss.
Alright, then that is it.
Okay. Okay. Krag.
I can flank now? Or
You
it
can't
provokes
flank,
attack,
it's
but you can't
incorporeal.
flank this
You
thing?
can't,
I'm just gonna hit it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Better to be right next to me.
I'm gonna do my +3.
Okay.
And get a 24.
24 is a hit.
You know, 21 would have hit.
I did not know that, but I'm using my bonuses.
Dang it.
24 points, so
And you
a dozen.
annihilate the final shadow.
I use my +3 too, Jared.
The shadow just dissipates into nothingness, leaving you all alone in the dark.
Music?
Yeah, I don't feel like that music.
I did it light.
The
Oh, it was
dancing lights that were illuminating the room flicker and die, casting you in complete darkness.
I cast light.
And then Lyra casts light, illuminating the room where your companions lie.
Lady Lyra,
You hear voices coming from upstairs, and Lyra, you turn and see several of the house guard standing at the entrance to the house with their weapons drawn, demanding to know what you're doing, what's happening, what's going on. What do you do?
My 2 friends just died. And we were fighting what were shadows. And I think we know who.
You see pale man you know to be Jaren Hasp push himself to the front of the crowd, and he's looking at all in just absolute disbelief.
Is this your house?
And you've broken in.
Yeah, and you've killed 2
You're
of my
all
friends.
under arrest. You'll have to come out immediately. This is ridiculous. Where's Trelia?
Your shadows
I
killed her.
step up and I punch him in the face.
Okay, you step up, and as you do, yeah, go ahead. Make a ranged, make an attack roll.
+3. I'm gonna. It's 25. Use my +3.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah, 1d4. It's
With the
non-lethal.
How'd you punch him with the monkey?
The monkey's in the shield. Does one plus
1 point of non-lethal. When you do this, now the guards that were standing at the door, like everybody piles in, and it's like they're just dogpile you.
It's you. I know it's you.
Get these.
we never should have let them come in here. I was against it from the start. This is breaking into our place. And now, where is Trillia? Where is this? And he goes over to the door at the. He's looking down into the basement, and he like looks back. She's dead. They broke into this house and then they killed her. These monsters! Get these monsters! Get them out of here!
Shades down there, you fool!
And they start dragging you out of the house, and like they will take each of you as they just like dragging you bodily out of the house. You've manacled like the whole tackle and shackle deal as you are led towards Default Manor. Now prisoners of Hasp's guard.
They're lucky that I lost all my strength, Jim.
And we will pick this up another time.
Where was Alex this whole time?
She had
Surviving.
gone. Surviving. Maybe it's good that she's out there. Maybe. There's that one spark of hope that she will be able to bust you guys out of jail. Because you are going into dungeons, my friend.
I'm gonna get kicked out of my hometown twice.
Twice. Banished twice. Twice banished.
We just lost.
We'll pick this up next time. Before we go,
Marcus episode.
We do have a beautiful set of dice to give away. I do want to say that I did actually use these dice a couple of times. And
did they kill
players? They are responsible for the deaths of your good friends. So if you win them, good. They have stolen the souls of many an adventurer. These beautiful dice coming at you from Tabletop Loot. The Fey Moss set of dice. And first of all, I have to hand it to Tabletop Loot for naming their dice such amazingly cool, fun names. There's like honestly, just go to tabletoploot.com and just check out all the, not only the brilliant color combinations they have, but all just the fun names that they've had for them. I actually want to get on the naming team so that I can name some. But you are going to be winning the Fey Moss set of dice. If you have been hosting us, all we need to know from Social is how many people have been doing that. And then we need, I believe, Jamie will have you roll for a winner tonight. Since you haven't gotten to play in so very, very long.
She didn't get to play tonight.
She got to play for a little bit. She got to play for some.
What game?
I don't know how many you can roll. I don't know how many hosts we have, but
Well, it's 11.
11. That's pretty good. We've got to be in the 11s. That's got to be a valid one. We had 37 hosts, which was awesome. So yes, a valid entry on your first try. Excellent. We are coming up on May pretty soon, which means that we are going to have another Norse Foundry power-up coming out. Let me see. Yeah, so the next episode, the Norse Foundry power-ups are going to be back into play. Remember, every single donation is a chance to win that Norse Foundry power-up, which is a natural 20, a natural 1, divided up any way you choose amongst myself or the players, and you are going to get a random set of Norse Foundry dice sent directly to your house. So that is coming up next. It could be coming up next week or any of the following episodes. And we have a winner. It is Push the Fisherman. Push the Fisherman, you are the winner. All you got to do to claim these dice is you can message us on Twitter at @DatDragonShow. You can message me directly at EvilJimJam. If you're on our Discord, message me directly there. Or on Facebook.com/DatDragonShow. All of those places we can be found. All of those places we can be directly messaged. Let us know where to send those dice. They'll be coming right out to you. And I think
it's Lucas Martinez says Patreon time tomorrow.
That's right. Yes, tomorrow is a patron Q&A. It's only going to be me. Everybody else is going to go to the Ren Fair. I'm going to stay back and give you guys a little taste of what it's like to be me, all by my lonesome, in my living room, because I think I'm just going to do it from home. It'll be a good time. Actually, all of your burning questions about all the stuff that we've released over the last month. We had the Starfinder beginner box commercial come out, which was a ton of fun. We had the Starfinder character creation companion to the beginner box come out, which is also a lot of fun. You can ask us any questions you have about those things, or any of the stuff that we've been doing on Dragons and things, or any of the things we intend to do in the future.
It's only gonna be me. That's the only thing. We won't get to hear about Eric's hair and his relationship with Ryan. Unfortunately, it'll just be me. Until then, though, we're gonna sign off here. I'm gonna try to console my friends who, once again, are all very angry with me.
There's gonna be
I feel okay.
Marcus is okay.
Time traveling rune stone for the hammer.
Yeah.
And I could hit it, and we go back in
Oh, you have the
time.
Infinity Gauntlet now?
I hope so.
Well, isn't that what the hammer is?
Bye, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.